Captain America throws his mighty shield. All those who chose to oppose his shield must yield. If he's led to a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through when Captain America throws his mighty shield.
Longer than a whale, he can swim anywhere.
He can breathe underwater and go flying through the air. The gold submariner, ripped from the deep, will be ready every demon.
For sailor of Atlantis is the prince of the deep.
All right, I'm reading it now.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I dug those out of the mothballs for sure. I mean, everybody knows the Captain America, but I love the one about the Marvel. I actually made a video with all the proper heroes for the first song and everything.
That's awesome.
I stepped away to go grab a soda can. Like, it's still going.
It's going. It's like a minute long.
It's like 20 covers.
Okay, no, there are so many rejects for the for Emma Frost. Each video is a minute and a half. They're the longest ones I have made so far. A lot of them that were rejects. You know, she was like standing with people and in the background. So
yeah. Well, the other ones I saw were like when they draw her like looking cartoonish or manlyish. It's like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Like,
I also tried not to do too many that were obvious cheesecake, and we're gonna see more as we go. Like I said, there's 3 of them. The ones I picked, though, I truly think are the best.
Right.
And that's what I was going for. Either the best or the most interesting. Hello to everybody in the chat. Michael Taylor's in the house. Rhaegar, what's up? Droon, one skip dude is in the as well as Darth Kato and Joe. Glad to see you guys. Desert Rose, what's up? We are waiting on Eric. He has a sports ball event that he's finishing up, and he'll join us.
It's called basketball.
Yeah, he'll probably be doing his scores in the chat and everything. I'm looking forward to this one. So I say let's get this thing started.
I'm more looking forward to see what Summer says. These guys from Comic Geek keep banning my account, so I can't add my collections. I'd keep updating them manually in my numbers, like Excel sheet, instead of like a caveman. Only Comic Geek will not ban you unless you're on there spouting conservative, stuff and
Right.
Like, you don't have to leave a comment or review it if you don't want to. All you gotta do is basically rate the star and add it to your collection.
Yeah. Henry's saying I'd rather watch those old 1966 Marvel cartoons. I kind of miss them. Like, I've got a nostalgia feel for them, and then when I watch them, I go, "Yeah, that's cheap." It's like I was really feeling nostalgic for Super Friends, and then I watched Super Friends. Rhaegar, I didn't understand most of it, but okay. That being said.
Oh, hey, Marchair.
Oh, hello to our Marchair. Let's get this thing going. Go for book 1. Let me share out the let me share the screen here, creating Emma Frost. All righty, there we go. At least we got the numbers there. Usually we're around here. So let's see. The ladies were in first, so I'm gonna bring them there, and let's go for book 1. And you, Amy and Melissa, you guys are leading us off.
They left, then I was.
Say again?
First. They left, then came back.
That is right. Yeah, that is right. You are. Okay.
I'm just
all righty. There you go. They let
left. Let them go first, so I can eat my food.
Oh my goodness gracious! It's like I'm babysitting. Okay, here we go, kids, ladies.
Oh, you are a grandpa age.
I don't have a quarter for you. All right, Amy and Melissa, here is X-Men number 515. Book number 1.
That's kind of pretty. Let's see. We've got Cyclops. Oh, we've got Namor. He's got a theme song. It's really cool.
We just heard it. Yeah.
And Emma Frost looks shiny.
Yeah, she got diamond powers ability.
Yeah, they ignorantly gave her diamond skin. It's like, what the hell does diamond skin have to do with a telepath?
Yeah, and it's ain't diamond skin in here. This is a Colossus skin.
Is it?
Yeah,
Maybe
that's what it looks like.
It looks like Phantom.
to make her look icy, like frost.
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know.
So, in like normally diamonds, you have several different sparkles. This just looks like she's just got platinum from Metal Men.
Oh well, that's not bad, I guess. But what does it have to do with? No, anyway, that's not the point here.
Yeah.
This seems like a pretty nice cover. The colors are good. We've got 3 characters, and they're drawn, nice big pictures of them, which is good. Yeah, this is fine. I'll give it an 8, maybe.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
And how about you, Melissa?
Oh, she looks really. The anatomy's terrific. The fists and the gloves and the costume. That's very expertly drawn. Colors are pretty good. I am fond of pretty warm tones. I think it's definitely an 8.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
RDB, what says ya?
Is this an Emma Frost book?
This is an Uncanny X-Men book with Emma Frost on it.
Because they put her really close to the front to the reader picking up this book because they really wanted to sell this book.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, it says Uncanny X-Men, but Emma Frost is front and center.
She wanted that.
And
They wanted
Namor
that silver hair to sell the book.
And Namor is just kind of randomly there. I'm not reading the stories. I don't know why he's on the cover.
There's no water.
And then Cyclops. I can't look. Looks away. It's a 10. I like it. I don't care. I don't care the fact that she has a chrome dome skin.
Okay, I'm agreeing with the ladies. Let's go to the chat here where Dark Admiral saying, "Ahoy, Amy Lester and Melissa Lester."
Mm-hmm. Ahoy, Admiral.
And we've got highs and hey dragons. I hear Amy, not Melissa, says Michael Taylor. Hi, Melissa.
Oh.
All righty, and Rhaegar starts us off. If you would like to take it away from here, kids.
Every party has a pooper that's invited you. Rhaegar.
Little Rhaegar.
The 4.
Gives it a 4. Yep. Marcher gives it an 8. And Glimser gives it a 7. And one slick dude says 8. She looks too chromy. Yeah, right? Like, for anybody who's had, bad experiences with that browser, it just kind of ruins Chrome.
I was going to say she worked at Google.
Meow, meow, meow means it's 7. It's Darth Kato. Ethereal Dragon gives us an 8.
And Joel says she should have had ice powers because
It doesn't
Frost.
her surname is Frost. Her
Right.
her super villain or hero name is White Queen. If you go with that, instead of giving her hard skin, she should just be able to move side to side, back and forth, and diagonal.
Here's the thing, though. Diamonds are referred to as ice as well. So
Maybe. Okay.
She's a telepath. It makes no sense.
Right.
giving her a Bobby Drake powers would have been dumb. I don't need her to have because literally who she'd be what was the epic movie and you had Jennifer Coolidge was the Snow Queen making fun of Narnia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't want that.
Desert Rose and Drune both give this a 6.
Joey said give it a 7, but
Joe, yes.
all right. Uncanny X-Men 515. In a world where this was a classic concept that suffers from the mid-level modern rendering, this score is an uncanny 6. Where the heck is Mystery? Why is he not still in the book, Mariah?
I mean, something would have to be, kind of happening in the cover. I mean, unless the mystery is why is Namor not near water and
So this is pretty much what I still call it the cheesecake cover because they're aiming towards the guys with this, and specifically high schoolers, teenagers.
Okay.
But Namor's not near water. He doesn't have any powers if he doesn't have water, right?
What do we say about the next scores?
Michael Taylor, give it an 8. Henry Jemick says book 1. Emmy and Melissa Lesser, can you please read my comments like a raven? Please and thank you.
We have requests.
All right.
Oh, should I? Okay.
You can read which
How about we do both ravens?
Ravens? We'll swap.
Yeah.
The metal effect.
looks cool.
It's all right.
It's a
7.
yeah.
They're Raven and Raven.
Whoa.
I can't help but think of this cover artist can't draw legs. He can trace them though. I've heard, but I cannot confirm that diamonds are like a girl's best friend. That might be the logic.
Diamonds are a girl's.
I mean, he's very materialistic.
Let's take a start.
Jose gives this a 5. Let's see. I've heard but can't confirm that diamonds are a girl's best friend. That might be their logic, maybe. Dude, we are arguing about a woman having the ability to turn her skin to diamond in a world where people can turn intangible and have it not affect their organs.
Well,
Except it's a telepath that has nothing to do.
Rhaegar,
with...
welcome to the comic book shops.
All right, now we got to stop.
Batman told they can't defeat Superman because Superman's a god.
That's true. So we have 4 taking out the 110. We've got a 5 taking out one of the 7 8s, and then we've got 3 6s, and now we're down to 3 8s versus 4 7s. This is a 7, ladies and gentlemen. All righty, let's move on to book number 2, where RDB is going to lead us off. Let me get that go for book 2. All right, and let's go for book 2.
Yeah. Need to get the lead out so we can get the diamond in.
All righty, and RDV has Devil's Reign, issue number 3.
Oh, that's.
Oh, yes. When you see the kingpin in her forehead, it throws you off at first. The kingpin's, wait, no. But is he a reflection or is he actually, no, it actually is a reflection. This is when they were considered vigilantes and they were being jailed.
Right.
Honestly, I like the Europe cops, make the best sense with freedom of speech and arrested. She looks very very feminist in this cover.
Feminist?
Dressed down, she's an angry woman. She doesn't look very pretty. She does elegant. She looks like I want to kill man, and in this case, it's Wilson Fisk. So I'm going to go agree with some of the people saying, yeah, this is like a 6.
All right, we got a 6 from RDV. Ladies, what do you think?
It's strange because if I were looking at this as a person who doesn't know anything about any of this, I'm just looking at it and I'm like, what? I mean, there's a shiny person and there's a face in their forehead, but is she supposed to be ice? She looks even more like ice than usual now.
It's
I know, right?
This is what she's supposed to be like, diamond, yeah, like a diamond ice, yeah.
Okay.
You ever see diamonds? How they give you reflection and everything in them? That's
okay.
Yeah.
So it's, I guess,
Actually, I've never seen a diamond reflect. It always oh goodness gracious, what is it when it goes through a prism? Refract. Yeah, it doesn't reflect; it refracts.
And that would be really hard to draw.
Yeah, like if you watch, if you go to the Guardians of the Galaxy, the original one, you look at Martin X. That's how a diamond body would look. This is not a diamond body. But anywho.
So yeah, I think the little police officers in the back look nice in a stylized kind of way, but I don't feel like there's really enough rendering of the texture for the hair for this to kind of even really sell the idea that it doesn't look quite right. But it's not terrible. I guess I could give it an 8.
Alrighty, and how about you, Melissa?
Let's see. I think I'll give it an 8 too. There's a lot of the faces, the police officers look neat. A lot went right. This is definitely a skilled piece. I'd be proud to be able to draw something that well. That's for sure. So yeah, 8.
All right, I kind of agree with you guys. It's good. It's a well done cover. Until, of course, you're thinking about the logistics of why they screwed up Emma Frost in the first place. But no, I actually think it's a well done cover. I give it an 8 as well. Let's get to the chat, where Glinzer starts us off with a 5. Superman's a god until someone shows up with pink kryptonite. Then he's someone else's god. Gotta love people arguing finer points of fiction. Exactly. And let's start with Jose Sarango, guys. Take it away. All righty.
All right. He says, gee, I thought 5 would be my lower score, but apparently not. This is a 4. Oh my goodness. March Hare gives it 2.
Wow, I think that's a little harsh. But
Rhaegar and Jay Lucian coming with a 7. What's up to Jay? As well.
7.
Joe says 5.
Alrighty.
I can't read as Gilbert Godfrey. It's impossible for me.
Joe says 5. It's a meh. Jeremy gives it 7. Like,
Spencer, why would she look happy and pretty? Because they still draw everyone looking pretty. You ever watch a movie when they have people in prison, the females, they still look good because they all wearing makeup still.
Yeah, I mean, they said them. It's one of those things that's kind of easy to write as a concept, but good luck pulling it off.
And Emma Frost has natural beauty. She's always been supermodel looks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just. I was just saying that what ruined it for me was the skull and the fact that Charles Xavier's fat head's in her face. Oh.
That's Kingpin, I thought.
I know it's Kingpin, but I'm saying it just looks like Charles Xavier. Bulb. Where are we on? 1 second.
Westlake.
Yes. 6. This cover looks dry and British. And can we get Beast Boy for Maranias?
Me? Okay. Marania says, Devil's Reign number 3. In a world where now this is a well-done modern rendering of this concept. Yeah, I think they did it as well as they could. The mystery of what happened in Emma sells this book. How can this get less than a 10? Seriously. I score this a 10. Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See? Yeah. All right, Melissa. No, wait. No, we're on the chat. Henry.
And Jimmick, book 2. Not a fan of this cover. The reflection does not work very well. It is a 5. ...
If we're gonna do that, the next time Henry's got, I'll read it off as Vinnie Barbarino at least. If we're not doing a proper walking,
there's no changes the proper walking unless you're Christopher Walken.
Michael Beaver says.
Now what we got here now, we got Mark Taylor here, and he's saying he's got the 5 because he's not a fan.
Sir, I've been reading him that way for the past live streams when Prixel's not here.
Yes, I know.
The first you say something,
yes,
I call BS on that.
you go right on ahead with that one.
All right. Ethereal Dragon. What does the dragon say?
He gives this a 6.
No, he says "rawr" because he's a dragon.
Well, that's true. He doesn't say meow. Better than the last cover. I do know that. Well,
and Darth Kato says it's all right. That's why he's giving it a 7. Desert Rose, ladies, you can take that one.
Yeah, Desert Rose gives this a 6.
I didn't know you speak meow.
Meow.
Meow. I think that's our score.
And then we had Desert
Diamond-
Rose's 6s in that edition. Okay, let me get the stamp.
Yeah.
Emma has Diamond Skin to keep her from being taken out physically by people. Yeah, it's a horseshit power that was added on because they realized that she
And-
doesn't have a defensive power. It's a
Can you just?
It kind of seems like her ability to affect people's minds would be.
there have
Like,
been a lot of
according-
stupid things that they've done over the kid.
You ever hear the
making-
diamond for it makes her because she's always come off very not astute, but more like arrogant.
All right, so we've got a 2 taking out
Great
one of
power.
taking out the 10. We've got a 4 taking out one of the 2 8s. We've got 4 5s taking out the other 8 and 3 of the 7s, and then we've got 4 6s taking out the last couple of 7s, and this one ends up a 6.
Cool.
Okay, so not a fan of Emma Frost covers so far tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I guess if they're not the cheesecake covers.
I want to know why she's in Britain, but not enough of them we actually want to read a Gary Duggan book.
I didn't do any of the series because I figured if we were going to do the series, we could just do all 15 issues. Let's go for book number 3.
I'm with you, Maranya. Don't worry.
All right. It's kind of like Superman. Oh, I've got super ventriloquist powers because I need them. It's a dumbass super Golden Age add-on. All righty. So we go for book 3.
I disagree.
And this time around, we've got X-Men Legacy 216, where Emma Frost is trying to dig into Charles Xavier's mind. Which also, can we stop nerfing Charles Xavier? This, however, I do like the look on her face because it's stoic. They didn't give her any kind of really evil look. It looks more like she's into it, like she is focused rather than ha ha ha, I'm the bad guy and I'm attacking. I like the look of anguish on Charles's face. I think this is a very well done cover. I think I'm going 9 on this one.
If you're
What do
tired
you
of
think, RDV?
if you're tired of them nerfing Charles Xavier, you should enjoy everything came after Hawks Pox, where Charles Xavier was like an alpha or I guess omega level.
Yeah, but I don't like them. I hated the Hoxpox
And also giving Charles some
and the
weakness.
island and all that horse shit.
I mean, giving Charles some weakness, just like Superman, makes it a more interesting character.
Yeah, but
Because literally, the little guy in the beginning, he was rewriting people's brains like the Blob.
Well, the one thing that they used to do all the time was like, my X-Men, we have a problem. Oh, I'm taken out early. I can't do anything for you, because Charles Xavier has the power actually to solve most problems.
In the first issue,
but what do you think about this cover?
What I think about this is great. It shows her how heartless she is. She's cold as ice. This is a 10.
All right.
The colors pop.
And what do you think there, ladies?
The colors are good. I do like the colors. She definitely looks, cold. Almost like a slightest hint of a smirk. That's pretty good control over facial expression. Drawing subtle expression is not easy. So that's well done. I do like that. And, I would say, I think I'll give it a 9 too.
All right. And how about you, Amy? If that's your real name.
Yeah.
Or are you Melissa? Or are you both
I
the same
know.
person?
They're
They're voting twice.
Yeah, this. Oh Lord, this is kind of a mess. Her nose is out of joint. Her makeup looks terrible. And what in the world are they doing with Xavier's teeth? They're not rendered from the right angle.
Oh, she
Her
wears.
arm's not right. Her shoulders out. I don't know what they think they're doing here. And they've mixed a couple of finishing techniques in her hair, which doesn't seem to be falling right on her head either. So there's a lot of little things here that are like, what? And why is she drawn? Why is her hand drawn through on his head?
So I want to point out something. Do you remember in the early 2000s, there are some models who are wearing like the silver makeup and stuff?
Uh-huh.
That's what she wears. The lipstick and the blush.
But that doesn't really explain why she has that much bronzer right over her T-zone and why it's that's where you would be placing highlight. So
Well,
if she
yeah.
is wearing a lot of makeup, she put it on terribly.
Well,
And if, as an artist, you're going to try and draw makeup, study makeup, learn to apply makeup correctly.
as a guy, I look at just the mascara and the lipstick. Everything else, no idea.
And that's fine, but it's
What do you?
just
How about you, Brie? Or not Brie?
So what do you score this, Amy?
I'll give this a 6. Probably
All
a
right.
6.
Let's get
Hey.
to the chat, kids.
I'm just glad that someone could stop him from taking over all the intellectual properties.
All right. Jose says 6, Glenzer 4, Joe. Well, you guys take it away. They like the funny voices. They like the funny voices. And
You-
I just
you
don't
did-
know how to.
Joe says it's a 6.
Jose,
Who's Jose?
the guy at the top.
Yeah.
A 6, and Glenzer gives it a 4. Joe says a 7.
Yes.
And June gives it a 6. Dragon gives it a roar, which is 7. Let's see. Dark Widow. This is pretty cool. I'll give it a 9. Very cool. March here gives it a 5.
Once it do, gives it an 8.
Melissa's like, let me in.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just trying to so jump in there.
Alan, you're on a roll. I don't want to step on your toes. You said Desert Rose was that a 6?
Yep, I can do it. Yep, just always give it a 6.
And can we get a Raven? Let's go this time, Melissa. Raven. Mariah.
All right, for Ed Marania?
Yep.
Okay. X-Men Legacy number 216. Surprisingly good modern rendering of this concept. Monochromatic colors work here. Subtle rays and symbolizing Emma's mental powers in use. Score a Legacy 10.
Ooh, X-Men Legacy. Ash won't like that. Little Rhaegar says, "Hi, this is an 8."
He says it just like that, I'm sure.
Waiting for Byrne and Adams art covers to be generous. And Theo pointing out that Charles' teeth look weird. Yeah, it kind of looks like a turtle.
No, that's not how.
Turtle.
Guys don't know anything about makeup, really. Right? Yeah, it's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Henry says it's like so weird. It's weird. Emma Frost is getting the cold shoulders. Like and she hits my hair. I don't like it. She hits my hair. This covers a 6.
Yeah.
Actually, that was my really bad John Travolta in Saturday Night Fever.
No.
I was gonna say it sounded like John Travolta. I just didn't know if it was Mr. Cotter or what it was.
No, that was the scene at the dinner table in Saturday Night Fever. It's something me and Gail quote all the time. Like if something, we'll just go, "Wow, it's so weird." Yeah. Anyway, go on ahead.
We're waiting for the next comment. It's kind of dead.
All righty, Melissa. In a world.
Oh yeah, they want the in a world because that's what Burritos does. In a world. The trailer guy. I love that. I didn't really. I never knew that as a kid that Jim Cummings was doing trailers.
Whoa! Wait, what?
Yeah.
Anywho, let's see. We have 1 4 taking out one of the 2 10s, and that 5 takes out the other one. Then we've got 5 6s versus 4 9s. There's 2 6s left. Wait, no, 1 6 left, and it takes out one of the 8s. And the 3 7s take out the other 8. Wow, you guys don't like Emma Frost covers without her boobies out. Holy Toledo. All right.
I mean,
No, that's not true. I mean, we've got 1 6, 1 7, 1 8. We're going really slow here.
I just like her when she looks very British here.
Usually I put the ladies together just to save time if there's a lot of people here, but there's only 4 of us. So Melissa, let's get you with us. I think Amy started on the last one. So go for book 4.
Okay. What says you?
What says ya? What says ya, Melissa? Here is go for book 4, and you have Uncanny X-Men issue number 532.
Okay.
We got
Oh, it's a COVID cover. Quarantine.
well, it looks like it's an action movie poster cover.
That's what it looks
because
like.
It's got the scenes of action in the background,
Dutch angle,
and then of course it's got the star of the show on in front of it. So
okay,
honestly, what the honest fuck? All righty,
language.
I've got to ask. I seriously have to ask. Why is this a 1? I have to ask now.
Remember, explain your answers.
Yeah, these books have been getting completely trashed from the beginning with some of you guys. Is it the okay rendering of Emma Frost on this? Is it the actually decent coloring and background images? What is a 1? Why is this brought down to a 1? Explain.
And that's the last time he bought anything at the auction.
What is? Well, no, I'm just asking to back up the.
I know. It's like
here. Seriously.
Don't say a movie sucks. Tell me why.
Look. You say something's a 3. You say it's a 3 because you don't like this or you don't like that or so forth. But we don't get that a lot. So what? Honestly, why is this a 4? But no, seriously, what makes this a 1? An absolutely god awful cover.
Sorry, Melissa, we use up your time.
I mean, like
the next person.
When we did this, the joke was 1 was as bad as Riley Rosmo. So what makes this cover as bad as a Riley Rosmo cover? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so what do you say there, Melissa?
Hold on, he's gonna interrupt again.
Okay.
I'm just interested. It's awfully. It's a barbed wire ripoff.
I told you.
Is it drawn well?
Melissa, just type your answer in the
I'm
chat.
not asking. I'm not saying it's just like, just honestly, what makes it bad? Because there's 2 blondes. I mean, if anything, then barbed wire would be the Emma Frost ripoff because she came first. You know.
All right, Melissa, this time, and I'll mute him if he starts talking.
Okay. What kind of stopped me in my track?
Okay,
honestly,
hold on. Please keep going there. All right.
Okay. Was if I were to use ironically, I'll admit, though, if I use one word to describe this illustration, at least Emma's the one the background with the gun and the colors and explosions. That's fun. I mean, it does feel like, kind of like a fun modish movie poster. That is entertaining. It's something that feels strangely flat. It's like with her hand that's holding the lace to her altar top or bustier. Thank you. Her wrist is unusually skinny, and like the musculature in her arm is like not there almost. There seems to be kind of an odd asymmetry to the shading and coloring in her breasts. I don't know, maybe it's the coloring and her legs. The perspective feels like they're off, especially her far leg feels really flat. The coloring in her eyes is, I mean, it's kind of it doesn't feel as strong and it's not as professional as I'm used to seeing in a Marvel book. Because the lace kind of falling on the other side of her bustier is, I don't know, it's just like the dimensionality feels, it just feels off. It almost feels, it's maybe a half step above Artist Alley material.
There's a reason I started putting shadows on the character in the thumbnail is to give them depth. And I see what you're talking about there, but I would like to point one thing out though. Yeah. All right. We say 1 is god awful, like Riley Rosmo.
Okay. Oh.
That's Riley Rosmo. That's god awful. That is god awful. Okay, that is an awful cover. Okay, there you go. Okay, let's get the I hate Riley Rosmo art so bad. I really do. I hate his art so bad.
Scroll down so they can see what the 1 through 4 is.
Yeah, it was asked. Let's get what we were going.
Well, put the cover, but put the cover back up. But scroll down your tier list.
Okay, right here is the 1 is god awful, 2 is horrible, 3 is very bad, 4 is bad, 5 is meh, 6 is average, 7 is good, very good. I didn't put the artists up this time. I apparently insulted somebody's friend or something like that, so I don't do that anymore. But god damn, I hate it.
What's that like? I do it all the time. I don't care.
I know. Yeah, but there you go. Okay, so anywho, that's what it is.
All right, whose turn was it still? Melissa, did you give a score?
I haven't actually rated it yet.
No, she hasn't. Yeah, she
so I
keeps
say
getting
that-
interrupted by some jackass. I apologize, but
Hey, fun the mute button.
Okay. So, but with those elements though that I kind of mentioned, it feels it's unusual. It's an unusual quality, something in a main 2 book for me. In this particular example, I mean, it is a fun pose. Her hair looks nice. Some of the shading and highlights in her does look good. I mean,
so what do you score?
but it was still a good artist. It's just for it's trying to compare among the great artists that have ever worked on X-Men. I mean, that's
right?
And not top artists of Marvel. I mean, those are some big shoes to fill. I'm thinking it's a 5. I would say it's good, but it's
all right.
Yeah.
RDV, what do you say?
10. Really, I say because you guys were saying Britney Spears, dude. You're close to barbed wire. This is basically, if you ever watch VIP, this is what they did for their intros. With the action scene in the background, her dressed up, as like a valley girl, and because she was a model, and then she's holding a gun, and then that's it. That's literally what it is. And honestly, I'm assuming that's what they're going for with the VIP homage. The vault scene, the gun, the guy in the background, the guns, the spy on the right side, the Dutch angle, everything like that. The gunfire at the bottom. This is actually like a cool action pose in this splash page. She's breaking the fourth wall. She's on the cover. It's a 10. I mean, the shadowing looks kind of weird on her and stuff, as far as between her chest and stuff. It's really glaring, but at the end of the day, you can tell it's a woman.
What do you score, Amy?
Yeah, well, you know what? The background is a really neat element. It's got a cool graphic art flair, and the colors on it are nice. I think I'll go ahead and give it overall. I'll give it a 7. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. And I'm gonna give it a 2. I don't like this at all. So, all righty. So let's start with Dark Admiral. I'm kidding, by the way. No, I think it's an 8. All righty.
We can't see your score anyway, so
right. But no, I just thought it would be funny after all that, and I go, okay, it's a 2. Yeah. But anyway, let's start off. Dark Admiral gives this a 1.
Wow, we're all the way up there.
We have taken so much time on 4.
You have taken so much time.
We all have. I'm sorry, but it is all right. It started with a 10-minute reject video. All right. Let's keep going here, guys.
Glinzer is at 4. We already read the one that triggered you before, so I'm not gonna read that. Jose Sarango says it's a 5. Yes. 3 of the wagon said 8. Joe says 10. This is a cover. Ha-cha-cha. Rhaegar says it's a 9. Mr. Druin says 4. She looks like Britney Spears playing a stripper holding a gun. That's very accurate. Have you been
now? Are we talking about? This is at least 1990s Britney Spears here. Yeah. This isn't modern.
I've never seen Britney that big before.
And Dark Admiral said it's awful. It's a wire ripoff. It's nothing against it. I don't take anything against it. Just come on. You give a 1. You can't just go 1. Done. I would like to hear 10s explain why they love it that much as well. When you hear from us, except for Eric, you usually get an explanation of something. So yeah, I would love to hear that if you give the extremes. Yeah.
Oh, are you done yet?
For now.
You Muppet. It's a Glenzer says 5. Desert Rose says 5. One's like dude says 6.
5 and 6.
Yeah, background is good, but Emma's rendering just looks sad.
It's such a cool background, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, the background makes it pop.
Yeah.
I mean, and honestly, they're going for the bad girl, the 90s bad girl look.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this is around 2000 at this point, right?
I'm kidding. X-Men 532?
Yeah.
Right around there, 2003 maybe.
Now, Jose is saying, I usually base my comments on my lack of art techniques knowledge. Most of them depend on my personal love or not of the cover. Same here. A lot of my are like occasionally I'll see one that tells a story or really affects, but a lot of time doesn't look cool. Is really what I'm answering, or I'll look and I'll try to find the intricate detail that really hits. Yeah. I like everything around Emma, but she looks off to me, says Dark Admiral. And hey, that happens. And once again, please,
girls,
Dark Admiral, you know, I'm not like jumping like, I hate that. It's just.
What does Michael Taylor say? We're getting back to the scores.
Michael Taylor says 7. It says Britney Spears meets Barbie.
7.
Let's see.
7A.
You want to read Henry Jermix?
This one's.
Oh, never. That was the score. I was just asking to see the rank list, right? Okay. Yep. Next score is, I guess, is Henry Jermix down there. Yeah. You want to read that? The book 4?
Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 10. Meow, 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 meow. Pretty cool. I'll give it a 10. Best one so far.
Oh, I didn't see the cat in there. Mm-hmm. Then we got Mariah's. Now we'll get the other Raven.
Uncanny X-Men.
Other Raven.
Oh, Amy.
Oh, me. Oh, okay.
Because you did Raven last time. It's been that long ago, I know.
Uncanny X-Men. In a world where this is a great concept with good modern rendering style. Good, not great. The harsh black outline is totally unnecessary. Score an uncanny 6.
Wow, Melissa's very talented. She can raise her voice up to do the other Raven.
That's right. Hey, Eddie Redmond's here. He hasn't been here in a day or two.
All right. And Jemek says, the character is rendered well. The background looks like an afterthought. Just thrown together, it's a 6.
Englanty, the ranking scale that you are using now is better, 6 average, 7 good, 8 very good, etc. etc.
There you go.
That's my William Shatner.
I
You
do.
guys are too uptight on the cover for scoring. And we got a 5 from Mark MMM. Whoa, Mark MM from like way back.
I
hope so, because otherwise I heard he died. I mean, I hope this
Gun
is
because it's a 90s throwback cheese spec cover. If she just used her powers, it would be like great.
I'm not a fan due to the artist's inspiration, says Mark. Let's see. This cover feels like Kill Bill poster vibes, 2000 era style. Give it a 7.
Yes.
All righty, and let me get the stop.
He's sounding like the guys in the opening of The Prisoner. Just don't give a score. We want information.
You are number 2. I am not a number. I am a free man.
And
Who is number 1? You are number 6.
If you want to learn more about The Prisoner, go check out the Extreme Movie Show where Pixel
Not a prisoner.
reviewed
I'm
the
a
whole entire
free
series. At least the first
All right.
season, I think.
We got 1, 2 taking out the sorry, that was a 1. 1, 1 taking out one of the 2 10s. Then we've got 2 4s taking out the 1 10 and the 1 9. We've got 4 5s, and that is taking 2 of the 8s and 2 of the 7s, leaving 1 left. There's 2 6s. The 6s win. All right, we have not broken over the 8s on any of these. I am actually kind of surprised.
Mark M. After hearing what he said, just congrats to be alive. Yeah, Mark C is the other one that died.
After hearing what he said, just congrats. Yeah, I'm okay. Maybe I'm mixing the 2 up. Mark Gage says 5. Put them in numerical order, or I'll miss it. But don't think. Okay, let's see. One.
Mark Gage said 5
2,
though too. So
1,
we got 2 marks now.
Then we have 5. 1, 2,
Cool.
3, 4, 5, and that still makes it a 6. Okay, there we go. Mess still looks good to me. I'm not rating covers off of Inside Baseball Drama, says Rhaegar. All right, let's get a go for book. I think we're on book 5.
Honestly, just rate it if you.
Vi è donde vita the. Oh, by the way, the videos that I do, the rejects, those that you saw at the very beginning, those are all round 1 rejects. Then it's round 2, and the final video, the 3rd video. Am I still here?
Yeah, I can see you.
But I don't know why that's why he's gone.
Oh.
I just noticed that my microphone keeps switching over to the camera one.
Yeah, you were saying it did. I felt that maybe that was like.
That's why I sounded so weird. Now, but it sounds better now.
Oh, cool. I wasn't sure if it's like just when you switch focus or if it does that just kind of at random.
Whenever I go into StreamYard, the default for some reason is always the other one.
Oh,
and I've gone into my actual settings, my computer, and I set it so it's not.
So as I was saying before, I realized I wasn't there anymore.
He's gone. He's gone. Yeah. You're never going back again.
And he's gone. Yes.
Yeah.
All
Have
right.
a chance to take over the channel. I could if I just kick him out again.
No, seriously. I heard that he's gone and he should have taken this cover with him. Here, let me get rid of this. It should be go for book 5 already, and it's going to go back to RDV. All right. And it is Uncanny X-Men number 534.
You guys rank them all you want, but the easiest for you, the way I do it, is this the cover that makes me want to go buy the book. Without looking at who the writer is, I'd say, though.
He disappeared like his taste in comic book covers. All right. I see. No, Riley Rosmo is awesome. Okay, there you go. I'm completely wrong.
Oh my gosh, it's another early 2000s Greg Glenn cover. Yeah. 10.
All righty.
All right. Actually, see the rest of my time to Amy.
Okay, Amy.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's a lot simpler, but it does seem to be posed well, and at least kind of the it distributes the details a little bit better. Like her clothes is white but simply shaded, but that kind of makes sense considering it's supposed to be like a bright or almost a super bright compared to everything else, and it's pretty consistent with the other figures in the background too. Yeah, I'd say this is pretty good. I think I'll give it I think we could give this a 9.
Alrighty, Melissa, what do you say?
Yeah, it's the best one of the night so far, and I would say I'd give it a 9 too. Yeah, it's excellent.
Okay, and I agree. Now, I when I first saw this, it says quarantine on it. Everybody's dead. I actually saw the red and blue as kind of police sirens, like police lights. I know what's going on here. The same as the other one. This is supposed to be movie posters. And if you remember the 2000s, and right up until about 2015, they always split it in half, and one part was orange and one part was blue. And that's what's going on right here. That's what they're doing. The explanation I gave it was that there's police lights off to the side. Emma Frost being the central figure here. Once again, this is very much movie good person diet because don't I look good? Her hair's looks combed and everything, but she does look good, and the shading, like you said, works for what's going on. Her back is less lit than her front, so I do enjoy that. That being said, the only nit to pick here that I have would be I would have liked to have seen the wings look a little bit rougher because she's got her leg on them instead of it kind of looks like they're drawn into concrete by her boot.
You want to crinkles?
She's on those wings, but they really look like she just landed perfectly on something that was drawn on the sidewalk. Like I said, that's a small nit to pick. I like the use of the lighting here. I'll give this a 9. Yeah. What do you say, RDV? You start.
I'm waiting for Melissa's score.
Oh, I'm sorry, Melissa. One skip, Melissa.
Okay. I think I really. I feel like the art's very. The face is nicely drawn. I like the style. The clothes and her wrists and anatomy feels solid, and her. I like the colors and the perspective and all of that. So I'm thinking I'm going to give it a 9.
All righty. RDB.
Yep, go in the chat now.
Oh, that's right, because you've already given. Okay, so
Yeah,
we've all given our.
I had a one.
There
I
you
had a one-word answer. 10.
Okay, anywho, yes. I
So Ethereal Dragon steps in and says, "Hey, it's my first 10 of the night."
Woohoo!
Glinzer gives us a little, gives us an 8.
Mhm.
And Darth Gato says he ranks the same way I do. Does the book make you want to pick it up and buy it? Joe says 8. Mark Gage says 8.
And
Yeah.
that's what I
Okay,
spelled.
let me write that down. Once again, yeah, try to put the new number because I tend to skip
Yeah.
the words. When I'm
Jose's got 8. And One Slick Dude's got 8. There's 4 8s in a row.
All right.
Just can't rate this higher. They need to stop with the black outlines. You know what? Yeah, I didn't even notice it until you pointed it out. But that's how they, because she's wearing a white outfit, they don't want her to blend in with the concrete. You know, or cape too.
We're to be a little more important than everything else here. Black outline.
And also, she does have the black outline. No one else does that either. So she's the main character. I don't know.
Seems like it, but
Rhaegar says 9. And you know, what's up, buddy? Says he just finished episode 4. He didn't realize that Fist was Gomer Pyle from Full Metal Jacket. I'll blow your mind. He also played Thor back in the 80s.
ooh.
And Adventures of Babysitting. He was the mechanic. And he looked like Thor. Alrighty then. Let's see. Michael Taylor says 7. Lindsay.
Wolverine. It says
Yeah, I think he wants the Wolverine accent. I'll give this cover a 0 because all they show me is one freaking hand.
there you go.
But there's no score though, because 0's not a score. Moran. Oh, we go to Maranya. And Melissa, give us your best star player.
Okay, fair enough. Uncanny X-Men 534. In the time when I love the concept, dislike strongly the rendering style. Doesn't sell the book for me. Score and Uncanny the 5.
Wow, it's like Raven head of Starfire's personality. I love it. And then Gemik says Glinza is Frost's first appearance is Uncanny 129. That was close. I know she's on the cover of 131. But Amy, what does the cat say?
Meow, meow, meow. 8.
I was waiting for you to go wolf.
Oh, do I need to translate from meowing?
Well, it's 131, by the way, to answer the question.
Not yet. It's only 10:35 here.
Ah,
Admiral gives it an 8. I didn't know they were dead. I thought they were just incapacitated. Exactly. There's no one dead on this cover. How dare you guys?
They just passed out. They're superheroes. They do that a lot.
Robin had a burrito. Salad deadly. Let's see. I go as 10s. Because Eddie says because both Hollywood and Disney keep ruining roster underdog stories. They'll hold it back.
Roasters. Hey, Trusty, what's up?
Yeah. Looks like Sick Lips needs to take Emma to the buffet at Gold Corral.
Oh, you're not kidding.
What would you grade this cover there, Trusty? And Summoner, did we get a score from him?
Not yet.
Yeah. All right.
I don't know where her organs are. Maybe look up top. Wolverine sounds like a pirate. You know what, Rhaegar? I'm not here to please you. I'm here to please everybody but you.
There is no policing you.
I know there's none. There's none.
Yes.
What do we got here? Any more scores?
Henry Jeremick says.
Alrighty. Oh, go right on ahead and read it off there. And hello to Eric.
Hey, Eric.
Eric, we're only on book 3.
What are you really on?
5. We are taking our sweet time tonight.
well, E wouldn't let Melissa talk for 5 minutes.
That is true.
He was fighting with the chat.
That is true. All right. So Henry Jeremick, it's like I like how you can see the pencils in the yacht, but It moved, so I can't see it now. But Wolverine's claws, they're too small. It's like it's a 9. It can't mess up my hair.
Desert Rose gives it an 8. Oh, Trusty gives it a 5. And I guess that's all the numbers.
I prefer my Wolverine with an Australian accent, despite him being Canadian. Well, then you got to defer to Breen then if you want Canadian, or not Canadian, but Australian. I can't do Australian Wolverine.
Right.
Good day, mate.
Boy, it's a kid. Yeah.
Everyone says hi.
I remember that was the line he gave in the Pride of the X-Men. All right, let's score. Oh, Eric, what do you grade this?
Oh, I'll say 8.
Oh, but Katie.
So Trusty's 5 as well, and then there's nothing else. Yeah, cool.
I got that one. And when Sumner wants to put in, anybody with a last minute vote, just put it on in. We'll use it. What I've got here is 1 5 taking out one of the 3 10s, and then we've got 9 8s taking out everything else. This is an 8. All right.
So I don't have to do a bunch of individual ones. I was good. Hello. All right.
Hello.
Hello.
So wait, he said, "Oi, it's the kid."
Oi, it's a kid. Yeah, that's how he said it. Yeah, oi, it's a kid. Oh, it's not that kid again. You know,
because I don't know. It's like
they made him sound like Jocko from MTV. For those of you who are 50 years old,
you're Australian's like Cary Grant, isn't it? Kind of Robin Leach.
All righty, let's get a go for Bach 6, and let's see who did the last one. I forget.
Yeah, Jose.
Did I start on this one, or did you start on this one?
I don't know.
I don't know. Well,
okay. I did 3 and then gave 4 to Amy, and then RD. You know what? Let's give this one to Eric because he's.
I was going to say.
Yeah, let's just go. Here's
I agree, Jose. Kitty Pryde was OP in that movie.
Right. Here is Astonishing X-Men number 11.
Hey, Dan, didn't miss much.
Boy.
Yeah, but nobody liked the first 6 covers, by the way.
I did.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. The scores are. We haven't had a 10 yet, but anyway, Eric, what do you think?
Yeah.
Who's supposed to be behind Emma?
I don't know.
House of M's. I'm imagining it's probably going to be Magneto.
Aye, Magneto. Give this a 9.
All righty. Couldn't get the word 10 out. I heard you start, but nope. All righty. RDV. 9.
I'm going to give this a 10 because I love the forest fire in the background.
Oh, crap. I got to change mine to a 10, too. I didn't see the forest fire.
Okay.
No.
Well, you got to enjoy Amy's work. The art on the page and the way she's trying to burn down California.
I mean, she was just cooking on the grill and left it attended.
Well, she was just trying to burn down this cover.
Exactly. All righty, Melissa and Amy, what do y'all think?
It's a very simple illustration and it's finished minimally. But then there's this bright orange in the background and it's kind of I don't know. It feels a little confused visually to me, but that's just kind of my kind of knee-jerk reaction. I'll give it. It's still nicely rendered though for what it is. I'll give it an 8. I think.
All right.
You gotta tell your knee to stop being a jerk.
And Melissa, what do you think?
Let's see. She's definitely beautiful. The hand material in her and the slacks and the folds in her cape.
Gosh, do you think they just didn't want to draw hands?
That would be funny, but this feels, I don't know. I'm not as sensitive about these things as you are, but just the structure in her face and nose and everything else, I'd be hard pressed to believe that she would that this artist would actually struggle to draw hands or feet. Admittedly, you think so?
All the more
it's John Cassidy, so yeah.
Oh dear.
But the hands are AI, so they're actually just very tiny and have 6 fingers.
There you go. That would do.
You guys are behind a cape. See that long line going on the right? Yeah.
All right. So what do you
I
score?
think I'll give
Nate?
it.
Or Melissa?
I think it's pretty. I think it's nice. I think I'll give it a 9.
All righty.
Is it pretty Pegasus? Pretty?
Ooh, not that.
Oh, that's pretty.
If it were, it'd be a 10.
All righty, then we're going to the chat.
Oh, well, sure. One skipped Aaron. All right, go on. Our England team. Wow, I just scratched myself. Okay, go ahead. Go on to the chat. Go on. Let's just forget the host. All right.
I mean,
We've been trying for 7 years, sir.
what do you
Young Cola.
what do you think, young Aaron?
I put this one in. I really love this cover. One of the things I love about it is, of course, there is something behind her. There's somebody behind her. I like the fact that she is just in the dark. This is a fire that is going on. No street lights, no nothing. It is absolutely the only light on it. She's very well rendered, even though there's no detail to draw here. She's shadow right here. I don't know if the hand thing, I just know it works. I mean, she's wearing a cape. It works. Yeah, this is a beautiful cover. I give it a 10. Let's go to the chat.
It's like science until you learn that the door swings the other way.
Right. Exactly.
Rhaegar says it's a 10. I'll buy Jose says it's a 7. Then we get another 7 from the Glinzer. Trusty Sidekick says this might be a 6. We got Ethereal Dragon saying a 7. And a Joe saying an 8. And I don't think it's Mephisto back there, unless she's in hell.
No, it's I thought he said Mephisto.
Well, he the bottom one next to it. But he did say 9 though. And he's saying, hey man, it's a tragedy. Phoenix rise into 10. Maranya, or not Maranya. Amy?
Excuse me.
What does the cat say? Darth Kito.
Oh, Darth Kato says meow 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 10, which means this is an awesome cover.
I almost skipped him because I didn't see the meows.
Right? How would you know?
Right?
And Alvin says, "Ha, dark you intuited. She's a fave. XD.
Smiley face.
Smiley face.
Michael Taylor, 8 cool colors.
Like there's black spiders here. And he says something.
I think you'd probably be afraid of black spiders, Shaggy.
Yikes! Uh-oh.
Maybe we should translate that one from barking.
We just need Trusty here to say, hey guys.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Wow.
Once like dude says 7. If those are flames behind Emma, then why is there shadow behind here? That's right. Her. But Mr. Eric Breen, we needed the official statement tonight.
Astonishing X-Men 11. In a world where simple and dramatic cover surprisingly well rendered in the modern style, monochromatic figures set off by the vibrant flames score an astonishing 9.
I wonder how much this cover goes for too.
Desert Rose gives it an 8. Hi, black spiders.
Probably $4 in my shop. They always have those for like increased prices.
Oh. March Hare gives it an 8. March Hare gives it an 8. Boom.
All right.
Dan Alvin.
Yep. Alvin!
Owen!
Alvin, not Owen.
Oh, sorry. Alvin!
Says it's a 7. She's walking away from conflagration. She's created, and the shadow of whoever directed her is symbolically, not literally, behind her. Maybe? I don't know. She's in the shadow of somebody. Could be the shadow governor.
Well, only the shadow knows.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, you read very interesting things into the arts. Not sure who he's talking to. Henry Jermick says, the book 6. It's a 6. It's very boring. It's a 5.
you go.
So they actually dropped it down to a 5 in the middle of this section.
Oh,
Cool. I don't remember being on the cover to this issue. No. Why is she walking away but has fully lit face? Come on, guys. Don't put logic into things. Then they'll start hating the MCU.
all right.
Okay.
When you're blathering about nothing worse than a Seinfeld 10-minute monologue, you earned at least one skip. Mark Gage says 8.
All right.
Yo, MK, I'll say 9. And that's it.
All righty. What we got here is 1 5 and 1 6 taking on 2 of those 6 10s. So we've got 4 left, but we have 6 7. So all 4 are taking out, as well as 2 of the 9s, and then we've got 6 8s, and that is all that's left are 8s.
You know, everybody's talking about the hands. You know what I see that blemishes a cover? The giant freaking UPC.
Yeah.
That's
all
I see is UPC, and I'm like, it just brings it down.
Let's see. RDV took the last one, so I guess the next one will go to Amy. And this is, wait, before we do that, let's go to the second round of cuts.
Okay.
All righty. These were the ones that didn't make it past the second round. There we go. That was second round. There's one more to go with what almost made it. Yes. But that being said, let's go for book 7. And Amy, you start us off.
Oh, okay.
All righty. I see Sweetie on all those covers. What?
Oh,
all righty. Let's see. Scrolling along to book 7. We have Uncanny X-Men. It's a variant of the, facsimile.
Oh, wow. This is amazing.
129.
Yay. Yeah, no, the colors, the structure. You could quibble some points on there with some of the structure of the way the figures are posed on the environment.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't fault you on that. But I feel
they're on a sentinel head.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of a graphic art approach, and I have no problem making like little fluctuations for structure when you're trying to give something a particular graphic art flair or do something with a layout. Because, that's just a choice sometimes artists make when they're deciding how they want to render a piece or bring something together. But yeah, I think the layout works. The characters are nicely drawn, and the finishes are great on this. I'll give it a 10.
All righty. Melissa, what says ya?
Yeah, this looks exciting, and I can see what happens. Key looks cool. White Queen, she looks awesome. I like the fur trim on her collar, and the sentinel. The environment is fun, and the coloring for the phasing is really impressive. So I'm gonna give it a 10 too.
All righty, Eric.
Okay, first, Detective Comics 1000, Action Comics 1000, are far more believable as an actual cover issue number than a variant cover on a facsimile. What is this a facsimile of?
I'm not the only one who rants today, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, but you notice that he stopped? He just kept going.
I'm just getting warmed.
There you go. It's my channel. I reserve the right. It's it was a facsimile, and they started putting the proper price on them. Yeah.
He's almost looks like somebody just.
So what do you score this?
So they have the 40-cent price on this.
Yeah.
Interesting. The cover's a 10, but I said the whole idea of variant facsimiles are ridiculous.
There you go. RDV.
So I like this. This looks like it took place at nighttime. You know, you can see there's a top of a tree behind to the left of Emma Frost underneath the sign, X-Men logo. The sparks flooding in the air, the debris, smoke coming off the machine behind her where Emma Frost is. Battle damage, the phasing Kitty Pryde. No, give us a 10.
Alrighty, I'm not jumping off this train. So let's get to the chat.
Oh, man, don't throw me for the train.
No, don't do that.
Mama, no. What? Just make a lot of hand movements. Maybe she's somebody you come and meet her. Maybe she's somebody you want to kill. All righty. So let's go to the chat where Rhaegar starts us off.
Oh, right. Well, little Rhaegar starts us off with a 10. And Glinzer comes in with a 9. Nose says 8. Dragon comes back with a 10.
Oh, did I?
Oh, sorry. Just here. Oh, Dark Kato says meow, 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 10.
Oh, and Dark Admiral Marchair said, I was kind of digging the Peach Momoko cover. Reminds me of the art from the last Unicorn.
Yeah, right? That was pretty cool.
That was cool.
Trusty Psychic says, hey, guys, this one's better.
Okay.
Vangman.
Yeah?
Since I only do one of these, can I do Trusty for the rest of the time he's here?
Yes.
You do Miranya's.
I know I said since I only do
let him
Miranya's.
do Trusty as well.
All right, fine.
Everybody else gets more than one.
You
Greedy prick.
Do whatever you want to do, bro.
Okay. All right. Good night, everybody. Oh.
Well, now you're here. I can leave and go eat. I'll come back later. Not. All right. Well, you want to read Trustees? I know I just read it, but you want to read it?
No. I'll wait for the next round.
Okay. Joe says 8. True believers. And then, what does the rabbit say?
Why? Marchair gives this a 9. Let's see.
Ooh. I want to read Dan Alvin's second comment. He says, Kitty looks wow here.
Wow. Yep. Very wow.
Definitely gives a White Queen 10, says Desert Rose.
Oh, nice.
Phil Sienkiewicz art? I don't think so. His art today looks really rough. I'm not sure who the artist is on this. Definitely digital coloring. Doesn't look painted. Let's see here. This feels like video game quality poster 10, says Eddie. Kitty has a John Byrne face, says Jose. Somebody used a word that's not strange. They said peculiar. Thank you. Facsimile Uncanny X129, which did not have Kitty and Emma Frost on the cover. Maybe this was a variant for all of them, or they were just on the covers. I don't know.
Maybe this artist just really wanted to draw those characters.
I guess so, definitely gives off White Queen vibes here on this. It's a 10. That was Desert Rose. I think I already read that one off. Sounds familiar. One Sick Dude says 9. Black Cider says 7. Mark Gage says 9. Maranya says.
Yeah, just think if Stan and Steve had named him Dr. Peculiar.
All right.
Dr. Peculiar.
That'd be strange.
Peculiar.
I know.
Uncanny X-Men 129. In a world with modern rendering style used to decent effect on the classic layout. This is an okay homage. This earns a score of 8 from me.
I would have been cool if they called him Dr. Propitious. That'd be great. Dr. Propitious.
I have no idea what he just said because I don't know what it means.
Oh, I'm very unfortunate. All right.
Not very propitious.
Yeah. Michael Taylor says, finally! 10. Cool cover, colors, and very nice detail. Ooh, he went full out with this one. We normally don't get the very nice detail. We get the cool color and cover. All right. Alvin says, I feel like Emma looks a bit superimposed. So, hey, who wants the read MKs?
How about the person with the deepest voice? Go to it, Melissa.
Hello.
Okay. Let's see. MK says, I agree. Hey, exciting Yankees Red Sox game today ended in a tie. And I'll go 9. Almost looks like she's wearing a diaper. And hi, Amy.
Let's see.
And One Sick Dude says, this was the first appearance of Kitty and Emma. That's why they're on the variant cover.
Oh, really? They showed up in the first. Oh, okay.
Glinzer says, these scores. These scores. Sorry, I can't do a Doc God's voice. Say, oh, did we lose E? Overall 9, but E's math may give it a 10 or 11. Are you drinking moonshine? I don't know what we're talking about. Are you going to do the Art Germ Sins, a Sinister Emma variant from last year? I sold half a dozen of those in rapid fashion. Wow. I'm just happy that Emma's Hellfire Club, it's her costume here from the White Queen.
Oh, that was Trusty.
Yeah. Oh, but it was the score, though. That's why I sorry.
Go for it.
Go for it.
I'm just happy that it's Emma's Hellfire Club's White Queen costume.
Yes.
100 Jamix says Brooke
Anna.
Yes, you are. Can't do drunk. Can't do drunk Emma. Yeah, or Emma. All right. Anna Watkins. Emma's head is too small. She couldn't stand with her feet. Like they are one. Cut and paste. Mentality. The burn version is 129. Is better. 8. I heard that X-Men has a copy of Doom Patrol.
Yep.
Propitious means favorable, giving or indicating a good chance of success. It's getting that way. The more he drops off, the more propitious it gets.
Okay, so the scoring, we have 1 7, 6 8s. And then we have 4 9s. Alrighty, and that is 11
I praise indeed.
versus the 12 10s, and the 10s win. Glinzer was right. All right. Let's move that on up. We have our first 10 of the day.
To the east side.
Yep, Joe's right.
Finally have a piece of the pie. Okay, so I do believe it is Melissa's turn. So let's get the go for book 8.
I promise I'll let you review this when we interrupted Melissa.
I will not say a word.
Okay. Here we go.
All righty. And book number 8 is X-Men, number 14.
Man.
Yeah, I thought this one was interesting. Her being in the white room, yet whoever
With black
put her there-
curtains.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Poor
She is
lady.
waiting.
He
For
was like,
pants, apparently.
For
This
pants,
is,
apparently.
yeah,
Like-
this is the mental institution that takes away your pants.
Someone should be investigated for this treatment of her.
I know, right?
Let's see. Well, this person is considered a poor thing. Oh dear. I mean, It doesn't elicit joy, so I'm not likely to give it a 10 or a 9. I do recognize the skill of it, but oh my goodness, poor thing.
Mm-hmm.
You sure she's not in the bathroom?
Oh, I'm pretty sure.
Tile walls.
Kyle, yeah.
You just put a floor drain on there. It's a shower.
Honey, I Shrunk the Emma.
It's technically well drawn. That's certain. Poor thing. It's just a very disturbing image.
You can just give it a pass if you want.
Well, I think I'll acknowledge its technical skill and what it's trying to do, and I hope someone gets arrested for doing this. I mean, even if you have to, if someone has a bad mental state and you be taken care of, you don't do that to them. I'd give it an 8 based on just the artistic, the technical merit of the piece, but it's just
conceptually wrong, isn't it?
setting. So I can really appreciate, but I do recognize the merit of the artist. I want to say so.
Okay, so what do you score it?
I'll give it an 8.
Alrighty. And Melissa, what do you do? What do you score it here?
You mean Amy.
What did I say?
Melissa.
Did I say Melissa again? Okay. Amy, how about you? Yes, other Melissa. Yes.
There you are. Yeah. It's yeah. On the off chance somebody else is going to enjoy this, I'll give it a pass.
All right. How about you, Eric?
Well, first, gotta give kudos to whoever drew this for still managing a way to put some cleavage on Emma.
Like Melissa said, skills.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's knowing the character, she probably asked for a revealing straitjacket. But this isn't. I'm kind of with everybody else. I'm going to go 5. It's just I never liked this cover.
Alrighty. And RDB, what do you think?
The blow up doll Greg Land variant.
That isn't Greg Land.
I know it. It's
I can't figure out who. I know the artist, but I can't place it.
I've been thinking about how they can improve this the whole entire time while you guys were talking. I was like, why don't they just have her where she's battling somebody and they turn her cape into a straitjacket?
She is
or
battling.
if she were like propped up against the wall.
Yeah, standing up.
They don't have the foreshortening for this.
And the pants on still. It's like this looks like she just got in a fight with her towel in the shower and lost. It's like Eric O'Grady's in the shower. And she's like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna go 7.
Alrighty. I'm going 9 on this one. I like the fact that one, she is, of course, in the mental institution. Yeah, it's a little ridiculous that they didn't put pants on her, but she's in a mental battle with somebody.
What my question is,
if you look at her eyes are glazed over. That is something I that when I saw that, that's what I thought. I think she was in a mental battle with somebody and she's losing. That's what I saw in this one.
So I'm assuming she's supposed to be kneeling down, but it looks like she's a double amputee.
Yeah,
Amy will get her turn tree soon.
Well, Amy, say what you need to say and score it if you want.
Say what you need to say. If it's a low score, give it a low score. Don't
give it a low score. You don't like it, give it a low score. Heck, Darth Cato gave a book of 1. It's okay.
He won't yell at you. If he does, I'll put him backstage.
There you go.
You know who put her in that straitjacket?
Hmm?
Ted.
Woo!
How's it going there, Emma?
No, Emma, you gotta stop, Ted.
I was looking for Jean, but I found you.
Uh,
And you look perfect.
Yeah, this is creepy. I don't know where this comes from, but I'm not a fan.
Regular viewers of the Geeky Puppet Show know exactly what we're doing.
Okay, you two tell me what they mean.
So yeah. Go ahead.
There's a character in one of the X-Men comics we're reading. I think that is that the one that's Ted? It's like
Yeah, the early issues that we were
Really
doing.
issued the Ted Uncanny.
There was
Back in the 60s?
Yeah, there was like Jean Grey was going to college, and there was a random dude there named Ted, and he just kind of kept hanging around her all the time. And like, okay, Ted, that's nice. Like,
But the joke branched off from me voicing Terry. So when I saw Ted, now he looked just like Terry.
Oh, okay. He's the
I'm a
X-Men's Terry. That's all you got to say. That's creepy.
I'm a
All righty. Are you going to score this one, Amy, or should we move on to the chat?
what 3?
Okie doke. Let's go to the chat. And Maranya.
Oh my gosh.
This gets a 10.
10?
And the one I ranked a 10 doesn't. The fix is
That
in.
was the other one. Yeah.
Yeah, this is
Jose says, and we're back to the fives.
and Trusty Sidekick says,
Can you put it up?
yeah, I got it.
Whoa.
This is what I usually do at the end of these evenings. Barf.
Twice.
Too.
Is he saying pew? It's pew. Glinzer says this is a 6. You know, that one's lick dude that used to be skipped all the time. He says it's a 5. And we got a little Michael Taylor saying it's a 5 too. And we're gonna skip that party comment later in case YouTube flags us. And then Jemic says it's a book 8. Why does this remind me of my ex-wife? Oh. I have questions, and so do the authorities. Oink zoinks, there's black spiders again, and he's saying 6.
Oh, I'll leave that one to you, Shaggy. Joe said,
Joe says, is it a 6?
you dork. That's what Rose says. Nope, not for me.
At least he called me a dork. Then I realized you're saying her. She said need to work. I was like, wow, Amy, you just turned on me. You're so fast.
No, it just needs work.
I know, but I heard dork.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. It's funny. Theo Dragon says, meow. It's a 5. Dark Headrow March Hare says, woof. It's a 4. Just not for me. And Trusty Sidekick says,
Hey, remember, some editor approved this.
Mm-hmm.
and Mark Gage, you are correct. He said it reminds me of that Daredevil Bullseye cover. The Miller one.
Okay.
The straight jacket. Yeah. And Maranya says,
X-Men 14. In a world where this is a monochromatic color scheme cover in the modern style that is actually done well. It captures the fear Emma fears. Score a Hug Me Jacket 9. Well, that's very disrespectful to the sanity challenged.
hey, you cannot fool me. There's no Sandy Claus.
Darth Kato says, meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow is a 5. It's just
Makes me feel comfortable. Now,
Yeah.
feels so comfortable judging these covers and standing next to Amy while she silently judges. They get the look. Alvin!
Alvin. All right. Anywho,
It's
where
a
are we?
10
Did we
all
get the
day.
numbers? Okay, there we
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's a liberal news anchor after the election. Wow.
I like that one.
go.
Rhaegar says 10. Mark Gage says 8. Is she only wearing a strap jacket? We're not going to talk about that. Random 67 Filmation Batman cartoon? I don't know where that's from. Or at least I know the comment was your context. But book 8, it's all right. It's a 6. This is great. Emma can't hide her puppies. Thank you, Black Spiders.
Alrighty,
So much
I
better
think
for
we
reading
got
that
all the numbers, so let's get the score. And
No. Wait, one more.
Oh, okay. Well,
It looks kind of like Amanda Connor.
She looks that way.
we have 1, 2, 1, 3, and 2 4s, taking out all 4 10s. We've got 5 5s, taking out 2 of the 9s and 3 of the 4 8s, and then we've got 5 6s, taking out the last 8, and this ends up being a 6.
Imagine you got MK's 9.
Yep.
All right.
Oh wait, it's actually I did.
There's more white in
Sam
this cover.
says,
MK says, damn, there's more white in this cover than Zach's dreams. I'll say 9.
Of all the ones for Zach to miss.
Go for book 9, and this time around we're going to go to Eric. There we go, and we have issue number 4 of Immortal X-Men. Eric,
I'm here.
Oh, okay, just I want to know if I'm here if it goes silent like that.
I'm here to blow this curve and chew gum. And I'm all out of gum.
Better go get small.
Let's see. This cover, quite Emma Frost is quite the American beauty.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
Right? I'm going to give us a 10. This is very, very well done.
All righty. And what says you there, RDV?
You know, I never believed Kevin Spacey was into the girl in that movie. No,
that's why they call it. That's why he's considered one of our finer actors.
I know, right?
Yes.
So first thing that pops in here first thing I notice in here is her hand.
Yeah, it's diamond.
It's diamond form.
Right.
Oh, is that what that is?
But at first it looks like she got an acid attack at her.
I know, right?
Poor
So
it looks a little deformed.
But I don't know what they're going for. I love the detail on the silk sheets, I guess, for going and everything. And I could go 10 with it still because it's like a Spawn cape everywhere.
Okay, Lester's, what do y'all think?
You notice they hide her other hand. It can't.
Is it the guy from before who can't draw hands?
Right? Oh my gosh.
No, I think this is the Dread Pirate Mark Brooks.
Probably, yeah. I mean, there is detail on the fingers and everything on the hand, but it looks like she got a stub if you zoom out.
Right. I guess because of the texture they're trying to put in there.
Well, she's also making a fist, so she's hiding her fingers.
Yeah.
Right. That's not amazing. That's not exactly how you grasp material either.
It's immortal, not amazing.
Right. It's nice though. I mean, the little clutches of fabric the drapes are fairly well rendered. I can't spot too much wrong with overall the posing on her feet. It is kind of weird with the hand there, but oh man, that diamond thing though. I guess what they're trying to do is refract some of the red from the fabric through it.
Right. Yeah.
But with a really solid white core in the middle, it doesn't look crystalline. It just looks like it's almost like burnt or mechanical, and there's like wires that are kind of frayed in it, which is fine if she's a cyborg, but she's not.
Cyborg.
Exactly. Cyborg might know a thing or two about that, but you can get that hand replaced.
Have you seen this boy?
Right. So what do you score this, Amy?
It is pretty, the painting technique is really nice. I think I could give it a 10. It's a nice painting anyway.
It just looks like
Melissa?
Thomas Marlowe threw up on this cover.
I was impressed by the fabric painting.
Yeah, that's what really draws this.
Yeah. I kind of I guess that's her whole character though. She is kind of a
femme fatale.
She's always been that kind of character, so I guess it's fitting for her. if I were a girl, going to looking for a comic book to buy, it's like I feel like, okay, I'm definitely not the intended demographic. Let's go find some Sonic. But,
Also, soon she's wearing her costume
Yeah.
under this, so like, yeah, that's basically what she wears. So.
yeah,
Well,
yeah.
She's also been known to use her sex appeal to manipulate, which is actually wearing
Yes.
clothes. It's just in your mind.
What do you
Right.
score it, Melissa?
Let's see. There's I guess I'll give it the fabric is a fun fact. I think I'll give it an 8. I appreciate I've studied art class. I know how difficult it is to render fabric, so I think that deserves some credit.
She's barely. I guess. Would you say she's based off of Marilyn Monroe? Her looks and stuff.
Yeah, that's what I got off of this one. Her Marilyn Monroe on the red thing.
That explains the diamonds, our girl's best friend. And
Already. I give it a 10 also. I really do like this one. I think it's looks awesome.
Nice colors.
Yeah.
But I can say one thing for certain. If this cover had been done 15 years prior to this, both Lesters would have passed immediately.
Because in the 90s?
No, you would have seen about 3 times as much of Emma's body.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Darth Kato says 10, so does Glinzer.
It took me about 2 minutes to figure out that she's actually got her head on a pillow.
I know, right?
Okay. Mark Gage says 8. We are looking at the cover and thinking, says Black Spider. Y'all want to go with Jose?
Where are we going, Jose?
Alrighty.
6? All right. Zoinks, the Black Spiders are back.
How many are there?
There's 7 of them.
Radar, however, gives this a 10, and Dragon gives it a 9.
If y'all have seen Faith Hill's video for Breathe, yeah. I have. Just breathe.
Gives it an 8.
Yeah. What indie music geek knows what this is a homage to besides me?
Joe gives it.
Yeah. Joe gives it a what? 7? Yeah.
Joe gives it a 7. Yep. He's a little much better than me, though.
And Rhaegar says, actually 9. The hand is turning into diamond, but it's weird looking.
Right?
But the Marania says...
Immortal X-Men 4. In a world where a sensual cover done in a remarkably tasteful fashion.
It's true.
Love the rendering of those silk sheets. If this does not get a 10 score, check pulses of the voters. I vote this an immortal 10.
Are you saying they're using dead voters to skew the vote?
And we didn't need mystery to sell this book.
Yep. You know, before you jumped on, we had both Ravens, and then we had me in the comments. We even had a Beast Boy, and we had Raven channeling Beast Boy. Or not, or Starfire.
There'll be a roll call later.
Yeah. 9! I would have gone 10, but if they had done her whole body like her forearm, I like shiny better.
Oh my gosh, that might be almost impossible. I mean, with that mess of detail and all the busyness of the sheets.
Never should have went diamond unless she's going in like bright white, like diamond, like a because it's too bright of a cover with the red, and we had to go at a dark diamond like that.
So where are we here?
We are at not Geeky Puppet Show, but we're on I Love Comics. Dark Admiral says 10, despite it being Brooks. And Mark Cage says that's gotta hurt Scott sometimes. Yeah. We got here
Michael
9.
Taylor.
Yep. Yeah. Good. Want to read the next ones?
I'm going whatever. I'm just Michael Taylor gives it a 9. Very nice job on the satin sheets.
He changed it to a 10. So
yeah, I see that.
Okay.
I don't want to. Yeah. I don't want to turn this into a Spider-Man reading where it's just me and Bree.
Owie, looks like red silk. I'll say 8. Oh, that's all right.
Yeah, and Mariah's pointing out that Brooks took the time to study actual folds and satin and finished seats. Appreciate the technical skill. Yeah, I mean, I don't like his politics, but he's a good artist. but Trusty says,
You have to forgive me because I start seeing two of everything. How long is that left thigh though? 7.
Alrighty then. Dan Elvin says 10. Henry Jermek says, Book 9. The folds in the fabric are cool. Emma should never have gotten that tattoo. Her face and her hair could be better, but it's an 8. Then we have Droon saying 7. Alrighty then. Yeah, you got that. I'll buy it for no more than $3. Says Black Spiders is back again, you old zoinks. Eddie Rayman says it's a 10, man. This cover gives off the classic Oscar tone. Which one, the Garage? Or the Stallone? There's no escape from like there's no escape from the Black Spiders. They are like everywhere.
Okay, that's the last of the scores.
That's everybody.
Okay, we got 1 6 and 4 7s and 4 8s. Alrighty.
Oh, cool. Summer
That takes
says
down 9 of the 13 10s, leaving 4 left, and we have 4 9s, so it is a 9.
7. Michael Terry says I'm in 7. Are you in the box? What's in the box? Summer says I just finished reading Powerpuff Girls #4 with my family, my daughter and wife, and Daddy's Summoner.
All right.
We take turns reading one each about Switch Bubble each before bed, just like you guys are in the readings. The reading is reaching, inspiring families.
I love that.
We are nothing without viewers like you. So donate to the Kiki Puppet Show.
And let's see. Hold on just a second.
Wonderful that you're reading with your little girl.
13. Oh, okay. Well, Summoner popped this up there. That being said, did you start this one off, RDB? No, I did. Okay, so this one you start off. All right. Oh, wait, who started this one?
I think I did.
Yeah, I think you're good.
RDV, here you go. It is Sins of Sinister.
10. Blah 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 blah. 10.
All righty.
It's a little out of focus, but
A little out of focus, but
that could be a great. I know that's probably the cover being too, the image being too small, and it's blown up, so it looks that way.
It's the.
But what if they did this?
Variant.
What if they did this where it's out of focus on purpose because she's messing with your mind?
Good question.
That'd be cool. What's up?
Does this have an issue number? I was gonna try and look it up.
I think it might be the
I think
variant.
it's issue number 1.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Sins of Sinister.
Yeah, it's the variant thing. The Arkham basically only does variants now. So.
All right, who are we going to next after me? Which one
It is Melissa and Amy.
Let's
Whoever
see.
wants to start first.
Oh wow.
This is an excellent illustration. There's no two ways about that. Yeah, sheer quality, eye shape, shading. This is basically perfect.
Yeah.
It's a 10.
Mm-hmm.
She's on the Game of Thrones.
Yep,
Throne.
with the diamond throne. That's very impressive.
Now, admittedly, this was not on the list. I realized, oh shit, I forgot this one. And Henry said something about it earlier, so I was like, you know what, we're doing 13
I
covers.
wondered
tonight.
because you did talk about that.
Yeah. I said
Amy?
we're going to do 13 covers, so I put it here. We still have the same last 3 as the same last 3, but there you go.
Amy, what do you say?
Oh yeah, no, this is beautifully done. This artist even does a good job with the crystals refracting and everything like that. If somebody were going to, of the artists I've seen, if someone were actually going to try and figure out how to do a crystalline figure, I'd probably give it to this dude. Of course, I don't know if it's a combination of a skilled painter and a skilled illustrator, but it would be neat to see them try and pull it off. But yeah, this is beautiful. I'll
Do
give
you
it a
think
10.
it'd be easier to because she has the long gloves on?
And I sent a clear picture in the.
We already went. We're waiting for you now. E, it's your turn.
Oh no, Eric didn't do this one
I
yet.
thought Eric did. Did you go? Did we skip you?
No.
No. Pointless exposition on my part because I don't know what I'm talking about, so I'm just going to skip straight to the 10.
Okie dokie. And I'll do the same thing for all the reasons Amy and Melissa said this is a 10. Let's go to the chat, kids.
One Slick Dude said this is a 1 in 100 variant. No wonder it's probably expensive.
Okay. Let's get to the chat. Glinzer says 10. Jose says 7. And you kids take it away with the funny voices.
Funny voices? Definitely Queen vibes 10, says Eddie.
Alrighty then. Who wants to go next?
Let's see. Rhaegar of this little party. The focus is bad, but this looks like it should be a 10. Go ahead and look it up on like Google or something like that, or just like bring up a clear image of it. The texture in it and the way the detailing, like
this was done on the
glass that she has on her vest and the fabric and the fur trim, and it's a beautiful piece. Like the more you look at it, the better it is. It's great.
Yeah. Wow. This looks like. No, I just saw that you posted a link in the Reddit chat. Which I will post that into the actual here for people. That's the link to the actual image.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting.
I already put it in there.
That's not it. That's it.
Oh, there you go. See?
There you go.
Yeah. All right. So the one I'm looking as far as that's the one that there you go.
That's a more clear version of it, there, guys.
Does that look like Capcom covers?
I know. Right?
Oh.
Really perfect. She's got really strong arms, but not unreasonably so for somebody who's kind of like normal level of heroics.
This is the Emma Frost I love. She's very like
arrogant.
Very arrogant. Knows she's good looking, uses against you, and looks down upon people. I love it. It's like step on me, please. Just kidding. All right.
Great.
Where are we in the chat here?
We found that creature. Joel gives this a 10. And trusty sidekick.
Queen 10.
I like a quick rant the mic. Oh crap. Hail to the queen. 10. There you go. Say again.
Kato says meow 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 10. Yeah, seriously.
Kato, I'm disappointed. I expected a perfect.
Well, maybe that's what meow meant, depending on the accent. It could
I
be
know. Maybe he's got Tourette's. Meow 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 meow.
Turn is 9. Desert Rose is 10.
Like, wow, the spiders is back and it's giving a 10. And it just came out of a Ford Focus.
What?
Focus.
Focus.
Or was it Toyota? I can't remember.
Okay, Focus. Got it. All right.
Second variant.
It's a lot better when I explain the joke.
It's always funnier when you have to explain the joke. Yes.
Go ahead.
One Slick Dude says 10 for the Archon variant. It's very pretty. Let's see. Michael Taylor says this has to be a 10. Fantastic art and detail. And color.
I called it. But what is it?
What is anyway?
It. That's it. What is it?
Dark Admiral says 10.
There you go.
So Dan, I gotta ask, are you a comic book shop owner? You see, talking about selling these books.
Yeah, he mentioned that, but
or did you buy the 100 issues and sold all of them? To get the 100. Yeah.
Sins of Sinister #1. Lovely subtle tone differentiations in the monochromatic and nature cover. Sensual and classy. Scored an Archer 10. Wish I could vote this as 1,000. But we only do that in blue cities to ensure it gets deserved 10 ranking.
That's funny.
Dark Admiral, give it a 10. What else we got here?
Henry Jeremy. It's like book 10. It looks like a blurry photo. It's like an ice chair with a little wind blowing in a cape. It's a 10.
Who said Druin says, I guess Ireland like to draw hands and feet? Well, the hands are up there. At least one hand
there's
is.
a hand. I think they're really trying to focus on the torso and the legs on this one.
Well, she's muscular. She's she's in shape. She's not just skinny.
All right, we got the stop though. And we do have a 7, and we do have a 9, and we also have a damn near 20 10s. So
we got a 10 from Dan Elvin too.
All righty.
He loves the throne.
This is our second 10 of the evening.
It's not blurry anymore. It's like I'm wearing my glasses now. I wasn't wrong. It's a 10.
All right.
All right,
let's go for book number 11.
Are you saying you feel like E when he got glasses?
I can't wait to get new glasses.
It is indeed perfect.
Order for the LCS, but not the owner. Okay.
All righty, Amy. Here is book number 10, and it is the New Warriors issue number 10.
Marania, if he included all Archer covers, it'd be 10 fests.
What am I looking at here?
The New
Warriors are knocked out because she knocked them out. Hello, I'm the White Queen. My Hellions and I have battled the New Warriors. Guess who won?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looks like she won. I'm guessing everybody's all passed out.
Yep.
You know what the funny part is? I think we ranked this cover before.
We did.
We did.
Yeah.
It's but for something other than Emma Frost, I'm guessing?
It was New Warriors.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With Wolverine and Nova.
Zach would not shut up about them, so we had to do the New Warriors. Yeah.
Well, there's this robot guy that's in front of her.
That's Thrasher.
Like Thrasher.
Okay.
Yeah. And then Normor's cousin, Firestar.
Marita.
It's Nermalita.
Yeah, Nermalita.
Yes.
Speedball behind there. Nova, Firestar, and I forgot. Is that Justice? Yeah. Okay.
Just Justice. All right.
Justice. I love it.
This actually made the best of the New Warriors.
Yeah, it's it's fine. Man, you feel sorry for anything that comes on after that previous cover.
The Argem cover, yeah.
Right.
No, we've got the last two are very strong covers.
Yeah, but this is a solid little cover. I think I could give it. How about an 8? Yeah.
All righty.
I like the caves blowing too.
Yep.
And how about you, Melissa?
It definitely has that kind of 90s feel to it. Early 90s, maybe late 80s kind of feel. The little quip there, it kind of makes me think of like Sensational She-Hulk. It's kind of a fun, whoa. Sorry, sorry, this angle's not easy to draw.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Well, yeah, especially everybody laying on the ground too. You gotta have them. You gotta find room for them to fit in the cover. That's why Night Thrasher's at her foot.
Yeah, and then they kind of each character's poised differently, and it's they really set themselves up here.
This was not an easy thing to do.
Oh,
Nova's
What way
grabbing.
to score it, Melissa?
Okay. There's some fun. There's a fun factor with her just being kind of like the snarky bad guy kind of thing. So I'll give it a 9. I think it's.
It's kind of like Viper. It's kind of like Viper, kind of very snaky.
I'm trying to remember what I gave it last time, but
I think it might have been a 10, sir.
I think, yeah, and I was thinking just like if that one cover had been done 15 years before, it would have been not safe for Lester's. If this cover had been done 15 years later or 25 years later, Nova would have gotten me too'd by 2 of his teammates.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he's touching both of them without consent.
Except for he was dating Nurmalita at the time. So
I was gonna say, is he sleeping or is he awake?
probably it's faking.
Yeah, because Nova's hand looks like he's about to reach up. He's like, okay, I know I'm supposed to play unconscious, but I'm going to get me a Namarita boob squeeze.
Wow.
And only because he doesn't have Mr. Fantastic's arm, because there's two lot bigger boobs there, right just out of reach.
Sorry, girls.
Oh, no, I was talking about Night Thrasher and Justice.
Yeah.
That was a satisfying laugh.
All right, what do you score this, Eric?
Still a 10.
Okie doke.
Like it was 20 seconds ago.
RDV.
I just wanted the character Justice to say, these are my hammers of justice. No. I want the Brave and the Bold Batman, okay?
All right.
Yeah, God. Yeah, it's very 80s quirkiness, the villain's capacity knocked out, and then she's standing above and just looking into her flying drone camera. See, citizens of New York, I've defeated your heroes. And yeah, the floating heads in the box up there, and just like, yeah, it's very 90s bad. It's the funny part, kind of looks like Sue Storm. When she was Malice. Yeah, I go. It's a 10.
Alrighty.
I didn't know his speedball still glows when he's unconscious. Those little birdies floating around him. All right. And did we do your score yet?
Hold on. I can't usually breen anybody, but
oh, he's got Malice. Yeah.
That's just came in. It's going to be in the auction. I'm going to do an unboxing at some point in time.
The whole head spike was really weird. It's like it was Frank Miller, kind of like Dark Knight Returns.
Mm-hmm. That was the thing he did.
Alrighty. And yeah, I dig on this one. I'm going to give it a 9 myself. Alrighty.
It's like Sue when John Byrne draws her.
And let's go to the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, right.
Ah, yes. Starting off with Little Rhaegar, book 11.
Also a 10.
8.
Great comic, though.
8. Says Jose. Great comic, though.
March.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. Yo, man, Eddie, he says, I goes 9 because the rest of the characters are kind of weak,
I mean, they're unconscious.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, no, I get it.
I mean, if she just puts out a psychic blast, she can take them all out. It's kind of like Brave Wave Jr.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also Mr. Diamond, apparently.
Yeah. So, yep. So Michael says, it's a 6. One's like, dude, 8. Something off about her face and her leg.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a little bendy. It's okay though.
Right.
This was like what? Like, is this even 90s or is this still late 80s?
It feels 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah, early 90s is how it felt.
Because the way her grin and all that stuff kind of lets the pose, it screams kind of 90s to me.
Yeah.
Ethereal Dragon also says 8, and so does Desert Rose and Joe. Wow.
Oh, right.
Wow. So yeah, 4 X in a row.
True.
Frost Haley's Mistress is the best Frost, in my opinion. Droon says 9.
Mm-hmm.
I'm worried for Firestar. Firestar looks like a 12-year-old kid in this.
Which one's Firestar?
To the yellow scale of her.
Oh,
she looks short. But
yeah.
It's just a way
to lay out.
All right, so who's next? Where are we?
Oh, we got Summer Summoner, who says, I give it a 9. I really like the colors and the character, and the center showing strength. The other characters on the ground are interesting, and each has their own story. Maranya says.
New Warriors 10. In a world where this is a great classic cover concept, but yikes, give everyone on the cover sandwiches. This is an anorexic poster children's 6.
I like sandwiches.
Yeah, I could go for one, yeah. Darth Kato says meow 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 meow. I'll give it an 8, which means I feel bad for this cover having to come after the last one, which is basically perfect. I'll give this an 8. Yeah.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Alrighty. Henry Germick says, I think this is Mark Bagley. You might be right.
It is.
Yeah. It's so not one of his best covers. Anyway, it's a 6. Dan Elvin says 7, but his first part says you ought to do a volume 2 of Emma with mostly bronze and copper stuffy.
There's not a lot of Emma Frost in the bronze and copper. She's got 3 or 4, but in each, and you're going to see some of them in the next video.
They made Nova's costume brown so he would look like crap. The blue version was better. So
they called him Kid Nova too.
So it's like the Black Spiders are back and they're saying there's 7.
Alrighty, and we got the stop, and what we have here is 3 6s taking out the 3 10s. We have 3 7s taking out 3 of the 5 9s, with 7 8s left over.
Ironically,
here, so
doesn't the power 7 dispel the spider?
Alrighty, and this is a 7 or no, an 8. Excuse me.
They aren't anorexic, says Rhaegar.
It's kind of funny. A 10 when you compare it to New Warriors covers, and 7.
For me, New Warriors have always been kind of not that appealing.
So. That was for who did that one last?
So they had Richard Rider, then
okay. So who did that one last? That was go for book 12. Actually, before, since this normally would be the last one, this is the very last round of rejects, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna see some really good covers on this.
No, you're gonna dig this.
And for those who don't know, that last music was from the Fantastic Four.
I love the goes brrr.
Yeah, that was Reed stretching. Yeah,
I was like, that was at the most perfect timing.
Yep. All right, who went first the last time?
We don't know.
Yeah. Hey, Rhaegar, it's always tough to know. We never know. Sometimes you know. Sometimes you don't.
Those last 3 were actually pretty good.
Who? I know there were a lot of them. It gets to the point where some I'm like, okay, so do I take this one away because it's a more interesting cover, but this one's a better like pose cover.
The Immortal X-Men was great.
Yep.
I don't know who started because that wasn't me.
All right, it wasn't you. Well, let's start with you. Here you go. You got X-Men 131.
Wow, wowzers! Prisoners of the White Queen. Colossus with just underwear on, and Scott's uniform. And who's that supposed to be? He's blasting. Is that just like the Hellfire goons?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it kind of looked like it was supposed to be some kind of robot? You know, like the Power Rangers, they're little putty guys. Yeah. And then we have other people who are in there. Oh, that's Beast, and I guess Namor and Storm. Try to tell.
No, that's let's see, it's Nightcrawler and Kitty, Wolverine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who the other two are.
What's it?
We've got Nightcrawler, Kitty, Colossus, Cyclops, 2 Hellfire Clubs. We've got in the thing, we've got Storm, we've got Wolverine, and if that's Colossus, then
That can't be.
Well, he's
big.
Yeah, I don't know.
So it's then the Punisher. I don't know.
It does look like he has a skull put under his chest.
Oh, wait, no, that's probably the Beast because he was with
Beast.
him for this storyline.
Oh, okay.
The Beast.
He doesn't look blue though.
No, but none of them are colored up there.
Right.
Yeah. Alrighty then, I'm going with a 10 because I love the looming, crazy, freaking Emma Frost. She looks crazy, dude. She's got the crazy eyes.
That was back when she was actually a villain. You know, serious bad guy.
Well, you mean back when villains were actually villains?
I know, right? Okay, so we got a 10 from RDV. What do we say, ladies?
This is really cool. I like just the different kind of layout because there's a lot of different like environments and scenes and like little dioramas that are going on here, and they're rendered in the same space but at like totally different angles. Like Nightcrawler and Kitty it looks like they're running up a dock or something like that, and it's kind of blocked in by a part of her cape there, which is creating a second area for this vignette with Cyclops and Colossus, and then this third vignette over on the top of her cape that's kind of framed by the action and her costume with the little like cage area. And she does a good job just kind of creating a horizontal, or well, I guess it would be a it's a diagonal rule, I suppose, through the action of it, and that kind of goes to the counter of the angle for the X-Men logo, which is it's a really interesting design. So for that alone, I would give it a 10, and it's also very well drawn.
And Melissa,
I think basically we said 10. That's a good, wicked, cool villain. The ink work and that is amazing around the face and the eyes. The action, use of color. Yeah, it's awesome. It's a 10.
All righty. And Eric.
10.
All righty. I'm not jumping off that train. Let's get to the chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Alrighty.
You got to scroll down a little bit to Rhaegar, who starts us off.
Should have used some of those.
Yeah, but let's just do the number ones there, please.
All right, Rhaegar says 10. Dark Admiral March Harris says 10. Jose says, anyway, this is a well-deserved. Zoinks, the Black Spiders are back. And they got 10.
There you go. One Slick Dude gives it a 10, as does Darth Kato. I love this. It's a meow, meow, meow 10.
I don't like your eyes, Summoner.
Summoner says, I don't like her eyes. Okay.
Alrighty.
Desert Rose gives it a 9.
Zoink, the Black Spiders say they love her evil eyes. Karen eyes.
They were really okay.
Eddie says, yep, definitely 90 style 6.
This is like early 80s or late 70s.
Joe says 9. And then we get Henry coming in with a book number 12, Byrne and Austin in their prime. It's a 10 all day, every day, son.
There you go.
Yep, this is the first cover appearance of this is the first cover appearance.
Yeah, there is a facsimile last year.
Right. And in this thing. Anyway.
X-Men 131. In a world where looming demented Emma over smaller X-Men. Great classic concept and rendering style. The looming villain pushes the score up to a Queen 10. Gee, I hope Mystery found another job.
Maybe Mystery's just on vacation right now.
Alrighty.
Probably from lack of coffee.
Well, no one knows where Mystery is because it's a mystery.
No, that's true.
Ooh.
Mystery doesn't leave a lot of messages.
We probably went back to his house.
Oh, he has a house?
Yeah, the house of mystery.
I think it's in Alaska.
What do we got here? Michael Taylor saying 10. Very cool action covered colors and detail. Best pure comic cover of the night.
True.
Oh, it's 80. I goes 5 then. Wow.
Okay.
Eddie. I had this when I was a kid. I wish I still had it. Cover such compositional genius layers.
Right.
Yep. Henry Jern says the 3 guys in cages were the 3 guys on the cover of the issue 129. Captured. Okay, but who are they though?
Oh, I don't know who that
There
is.
was a 9 and a 10 from
Yeah.
Ethereal and Dan.
Yup.
Alrighty.
And the vacation
stop.
is a mystery.
That is that. If you have a last minute vote, just let us know. And we have 1, 5, and 5 9s taking on 1, 2, 3,
And a 1 and a 9 from MK.
Okay. We have 6 9s and 1 5 taking on 15 10s.
Don't she looks like the jilted ex-lover who's upset because she got dumped and the guy moved on.
Alrighty. Last book of the night, ladies and gentlemen. And
Storm Colossus and Wolverine. I was right.
I guess I haven't taken one in a bit, so I will go for book 13.
Good night, one slick.
Have a good night, one slick. And book number 13 is The New Mutants, issue number 39.
Creepy, Emma.
Yes, back when she was a villain and the New Mutants were forced to go to her school and be Hellions. And I like the shading on her face that just it's to sell her as evil. She's rendered fine. I like the dark black background in the back there. You do not need much to sell this image. It is a 10. This is my favorite cover of the night. All right. I'm giving it a 10. What do you think, RDV?
I think Jose said this is the one I was waiting for.
Well.
Yeah, she likes puppets. Froggy and Puppeteen are available anytime. Who is the cover artist on this? It's on the bottom right, but I can't tell what that says. Davis?
Acid or Net Davis?
Anyway, I like that she's got kind of like the drama theater mask.
Yeah.
Smirk. It almost looks like it's Ultron and Drake for a second. Yeah, it's just me the whole time. I got pudding.
Ooh.
Who says it isn't?
In the 90s, though, that's what it looks like because they have the spray paint as the Hellions top of the mutants. That's kind of cool. 10. And also, Spider-Man's on the cover.
What? Really?
Yeah. Final up.
Okay.
All right. So RDV gives it a 10, ladies.
Huh.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it's not exactly my thing, but it is a pretty cool variation of the marionette kind of like theme, and that works for a villain. Who's this guy in the little box in the corner?
Oh, that was like Magneto.
That's Magneto.
Yeah, Magneto at the time was the headmaster of the Xavier Institute.
Head governor.
I was going to say, like that's Spider-Man in the corner there. You don't recognize him?
Oh, that's Spider-Man. Okay, we'll go with that. Nice cameo of Spider-Man, or maybe here Magneto.
Oh, that's Magneto. Yeah,
but yeah, I could say this is a 10. It's a cool cover. I don't know how much, without a complete just change in stylistic approach for something that would be closer to my preference, you couldn't do this better.
Okay, so Melissa, what do you think?
Okay, the ink style players.
Oh, the ink style is pretty solid. The perspective on the character, everyone dangling from the puppets. I mean, that can be easy to draw. The strings. Yeah. I think I'll give it an 8.
All righty, Eric.
I'm going to give this a 10. And with that, I must bid you all adieu.
All righty.
I'll see you kids at some point. Adios.
Okay. Let's get to the chat. Last book of the night.
All right.
It's the last book.
And it looks like we go all the way down to one slick, starting us off with a 9.
All right. With Drew coming in and saying it is a 9. Jose, get a little excited there.
Kraken 10 plus
Matt
plus.
Yes.
Wow. And Desert Rose, Joe, and Rhaegar, and Darth Kato, and March Hare, and and Ethereal Dragon.
Yep. You got 5 10s. So it looks, or 6.
Wow.
Darth Kato says, wow, this cover is sick.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 10. Wow.
Oh, is this Art Adams?
Dark Admiral says 10. Ethereal says 10.
Yep.
Alrighty, and next we have Henry saying it's Art Adams, and we go to Eddie.
He's guessing. Yeah. Right. But Dan gives it an 8. What year we got? We got Michael Taylor with a 9.
New Mutants 39. In a world where Ted narrates this.
Oh.
Huge Emma holding puppet. New Mutants. The mystery of how this happens sells the book. Scora. Puppetina 10.
Alrighty, next up we have, it's great. It's a 10 from Henry Jeremy. And MK says, and a 10. This is morbid, like an MK fatality pose. Fatality. Alrighty, so there we go. We got those 10s included, and what we got for score is 2 8s, 3 9s, 15 10s, and this, ladies and gentlemen, is the last book of the night. It is another 10.
It almost looks like it's could also be like Bill Sienkiewicz arts with the dark inking and everything in the background.
It's kind of his style.
The Moon Knight covers, especially.
Alrighty. And let me get to here. So let's see, what did we end up with? We ended up with 4 10s, 1 9, 4 8s, 1 7, and 3 6s. So we'll start with the 6s. We need to know what your favorite and least favorite is. All right. Yeah, for 6. And have a good night, one slick, because he usually bows out right after.
I wonder what everyone's going to vote as the worst cover.
I know, right? Okay, so we're going for the 6s. RDV, what is your favorite and least favorite? 1, 2, or 3?
Favorite is the middle one. Least favorite is Blow Up Emma.
Oh, the last one, number 3. Alrighty, and you said the second one's the favorite, right?
Yep, 2 and 3.
Okay, ladies.
Yeah, I think I'll say the second one's my favorite, and the third one would be my least favorite.
Okay, and Melissa.
I agree with RK and Amy. The second one's my favorite. The third one's my least.
Okay, and I am going with third as my favorite, and the first is the least. Okay, going to the chat where Joe says 2 and 3. Alrighty, next up, Maranya. 1 is worst, unquestionably. 1 is best. Worst, unquestionably, is 2. Alrighty. And then let's see. Eddie says 1 is best. Kill Bill 3 is worst. Okay. Next up, Desert Rose says 2 is best. 3 is worst.
Good night. 1 sec. Or not. 1 sec. Dark Admiral. Sorry.
Dark Admiral says good night. Have a good night. Take care. Be safe. Second is best. Third is just bad, says Michael Taylor. Alrighty, and then we have Kingpin Forehead is the worst. Middle one is less worse. Alrighty. There we go. And then we have, let's see, Ethereal 2 and 3. Alrighty then. Third is my mostest, bestest, most favoritist, and 1 is my least favoritist, says
There
okay.
you go.
Rhaegar. And Henry says 6, bestest 2, worstest 3. Next up, 2 best Kill Bill. Okay. And then best render cover, number 1 gets dissed over Cheesecake. Not a surprise. Yeah, because this is very obvious what the.
But is it really the best rendered? Is it?
3 is the worst with 2 positives, 7 negatives, and then we've got 2 positives, 3 negatives with the center one, and we've got 10 positives, 2 negatives. All right, let's go to the 8s. Alrighty, 8, 1.
I mean, no one wants to see Kingpin and
3,
Emma.
4.
Yeah.
Alrighty, and let me get the go for 8. Go for 8.
Go first.
Where's MK? I need him to invalidate her opinion by voting the opposite.
I know, right? Alrighty, and RDV, favorite and least favorite of the 8s.
Oh man, it's a little more challenging now.
I know, right?
There's some good covers there.
First one is my favorite. Worst one. I ain't got no hands, Emma. Forest fire.
All right. Amy, what do you think?
I think my favorite would be the second one.
Okay.
Least favorite.
You don't like the makeup on the first one.
Yeah.
You didn't like the makeup on the first one, and you said that the last one was not your style. I remember that. So
Right. I'd still say probably the first one. That
Alrighty.
makeup.
Melissa, what you think?
Okay. My favorite of these 4? Probably the New Warriors one. There's a bit of fun to it. And my least favorite would probably be the first one.
Alrighty. And my favorite is the Forest Fire, and my least favorite is the first one. Okie dokies. Going to the chat. Eddie Raymond says Phoenix number 3 is the best.
And 4 is the worst.
And 4 is the worst. Okie dokies. And then let's see. Darth Kato, 3rd is best, 4th is worst. Okay. Oh. Then we have, let's see, that was Eddie. Nope. Okay. Here we are. Maranya, best number 1, unquestionably. Worst is 4, unquestionably. Alrighty. And then we have, let's see, New Warriors best, first one worst. There we go. And we have Joe saying 3 and 2. And then we have Desert Rose saying 3 and 1. Alrighty, then we have 4 is unquestionably the best. The first one is terrible. Alrighty, didn't like the makeup. The 8's Quarantine is the best, and 3 is the worst.
I mean, honestly, makeup doesn't go well with my skin.
Right. Favorite Red Emma. Worst is Knockout Emma. Okay, for and Knocked Out Emma.
You know her lipstick reminds me of that shade of lipstick. Do you remember watching the reboot of Mad Max? The one kid who had like the nitrous knots.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of whenever I see that.
Michael Taylor says 3 is best, 4 is worst. And then we have LOL. Yes, I passed the screw over Maranya mantle to Rhaegar. For 8's, best is 4, worst is 1. Alrighty. And dang it, Emma, fix that makeup, girl. From now on, I'm reserving my votes till MK and Rhaegar vote. Okay. Alrighty, let's get this thing. Let me get the stop, and we'll get this thing.
Wouldn't you make that you're the contrarian because you vote opposite of them?
That's actually, yeah, both of them are voting different. Yeah, I guess so. All righty, so let's see. Do we have at least 4 and 4, 3, and yes, we do. The first one is the worst one, so it goes down
I still
here.
like it because I just love the fact that she is cold-hearted and just taking down who is the most powerful action
And
mutant.
then
Charles
we
Stewart.
have 2.
That is
I usually go by the most positives. We have 2 that zero themselves out. Book number 2 and book number 4. That being said, book number 4 had 4 positives. So there we go. Leaving book 3. There we go. Book 2 is here. Book 3 is the first of the 8s. And now we're going to move up to the 10s. And this time we're going to figure out which one
Oh no.
is going to let's see, go for 10s, and now we find out what goes to the bracket fight. All right. 3 and 2 does not change. Actually, yeah, it doesn't change anything. Okay, so let's see. Let's go to the 10s. Before we do, I did this the other night. Let's see, we're dealing with number 129, and then the Archum. We have X-Men 131.
First appearance, yep.
First cover appearance, and we have New Mutants number 39. All righty. I do believe I put the go for 10s. What do you think, RDV?
Well, I lost all train of thought when you saw that you showed that Archum cover, so
All right.
that. It's my favorite. Least favorite, 129.
Okay. And
Yeah.
Amy, what do you think?
Oh yeah, that Archum cover is just beautiful. I can't. Just the technique in that is great. The X-Men book, the third one is probably like as far as comic book cover goes, it's a really cool layout. So it's neck and neck in that regard. But I have to give it to the technical skill on that one. It's just kind of like, that's really well done.
All right.
So that one's my favorite. Least favorite, I guess, is going to be the New Mutants. It's well done, but
All right.
they're all
So
good.
we got 2 and 4 is the worst. Melissa.
I think I'll follow suit with Amy. 2 and 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All righty. I'm going to be the contrarian here because the Archum cover's really well done, of course, but it is a pose cover.
Mm-hmm.
You could say like number 1's a pose cover for her because she's just standing there, but there is some story going there because they just destroyed a Sentinel. There's also a story with the other 2 covers. I do have to hit that number 4 is just the best of them. The worst of them to me, though. Oh gosh, there's no worst.
There's not a bad one. No, there isn't.
I went with the 1 because 1 pretty much could just be a statue figurine you buy.
God, I would buy that so much.
I know, right?
Right.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm really going to be the contrarian because
And
only 1 is a pose cover. A
I
poster
would have
cover.
that statue
Right.
with them, and then you also have. There's also Roke with the Sentinel.
Let's go to the chat, and we have let's see, we have Sharon Stone Frost is worst, New Mutants is best, says Jose. Okay.
Wow.
And then we have Eddie saying 2 is best, 3 is worst.
Yep.
Oops.
Hey, and so does Mr. Eric Breen.
Eric says the same thing.
So does Eddie. Eddie
Let me get to it.
No. I just noticed that he clarified. I thought he was voting twice.
Yeah. Okay. Desert Rose says 2 and 3. Alrighty. And then we have 2 good, 1 bad. And next up we have 2 is best, 1 is worst, and that's Darth Kato. Then we have it's okay, Maranya, we love you. Ethereal says 2 and 3. Alrighty. And then we have Min K. 4 is the best, 3 is the worst. And then we have Maranya. Unquestionably, no contest. 2 is the best, and 1 is yikes. Yoicks and away. And then we have, let's see, favorite is Evil Eyes Emma. Worst is I have no least favorite, says Black.
You gotta choose one. Can't play this game, right?
Yeah, but you got man up, Black Spider. 3 is the best. What is the worst?
Yeah.
None of them are bad, but
10,
you have a most
it's not
favorite.
even worse. It's like best, most favorite and least favorite.
Yeah, you gotta man up there, Spider, then you'll become Spider-Man.
Exactly. Best is the ice chair. Or worst is number 1 for Henry. Alrighty. And then we have, I'm okay with calling something bad out of the 10, says Rhaegar. Joe says 2 and 1. Alrighty, 2 and 1. And then I judge covers on artistic merit. If they get me to buy the book, I agree with what Amy said about cover 2 and 3. 2 is the best, 4 is worst. Alrighty. And then we have, let's see, doesn't matter if it's a pose cover. To me, it does. And that's, how is 3 the worst? LOL. I don't know. Alrighty. He can't make man up. He's a spider. Alrighty. Let's go with the stop. And it's so obvious what's going to the there's no question about the first because there are literally 13 positives and only 1 negative. So, yeah. What am I doing here? There I am.
It'll be fun if we had brackets for the number 2s.
Okay. Let's see what goes towards the other direction. Well, actually, we have 2 with only 1 positive, but one of them has 5 negatives and one of them has 6. And the worst book of the night. Oh, you know what? No, I'm going to count down. All right. The second highest will be book number 4. Crazy Eyes Emma.
Like if you saw the numbers from
the second positive is New Mutants, and then it's
3, yeah.
Then it's 3 because it only has 5 negatives, and 1 had 6 negatives. There we go. All right, but Artjum Emma, the book that I didn't even have up here until I saw Dan Alvin mention it. I was like, I gotta look it up. I gotta put the Artjum in there. Gotta put the Artjum in there, and there we go. Yeah, we did. We lost. I had that 4 in there, but it didn't make it to the number 1. So what you gonna do?
Did spiders ever say is negative?
Alrighty. No, it's okay. I don't. Not.
Oh, as I was saying, would it even help?
It would not have. No.
Night, Joe.
Yep. So we have, let's see, Crazy Emma is 13. Kingpin Head Emma is 12. 11 is Greg Land Emma. And then we have Silver Boob Emma as, 13, 12, 11, 10. 9 is Eat Your Head Emma. We have Dead Emma at number 8. Number 7 is Kill the New Warriors Emma. We have Forest Fire Emma at number 6. Number 5 is Marilyn Monroe Emma. Number 4 is 129. Number 3 is 131. Number 2 is New Mutants number 39. And the Artjum cover is number 1 and going to the bracket fights. All righty, gang. What is this? It's today is Tuesday, and this is the last of the season. This is the last of the Marvel villains. And we're going to have the bracket fights tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Today's Wednesday.
Yeah. Today's Wednesday?
For me, it is now.
Now because we ran this one long. I'll talk to you guys a little bit after this, but we ran this one long tonight.
I was gonna say, would be kind of cool. I don't know if you have the numbers. Eventually, we're going back. We rank the 2s and rank the 3s. We had like who gets the gold, who gets the silver, who gets the bronze for cover rankings.
For cover, well, I was gonna do a
because you're going to narrow it down. You could narrow it down to like the bracket battles.
When we get to the bracket battle, I don't understand what you're saying.
So saying you've been doing the bracket battles to see what the number 1 cover is for each season and stuff. If you were to do the same thing with the number 2s the past seasons and the number 3s past seasons, and then eventually we'd have a definitive 1, 2, and 3 covers in ranking. after the brackets are done.
That's a lot.
I'm just saying more content if you really want to do it, though.
Okay, so yeah, let's see. Tomorrow's going to be the brackets, and then we start DC on Friday. And DC is going to be the Secret Society of Supervillains. And then, of course, we have an auction. I was actually wondering, gee, what kind of books am I getting? Are people going to enjoy these? Holy crap, I got a good box of books.
Henry said, when you do the countdowns, from 13, 12, could you just show the actual, the big covers in display mode?
I'll try.
It's only a suggestion. I don't know why, but
the reason I guess because I would have to, it would take a little longer, of course, because I would be like, this was 13, and then okay, where is it? 12, 11. Was this 10? No, that was earlier. And I would definitely. It might take a little more time. I'm not against it. I would definitely do that if
the princess of the I Love Comics is here, the great one, the great Googly Moogly.
Okay, guys, my daughter missed it. We're gonna do this all over again. Just kidding. Yeah, this was a longer show here, honey.
Yes, Henry, gold, silver, and bronze. It'd be great. It'd be like the Olympics.
Rank like gold, silver, and bronze. But wouldn't like number the highest rank, the bracket fights, the first one that's I don't know. So I know what you're talking about, though.
No, so it'd be like the one you lost, the one that's a number 9 spot here. You would take that along with all the other number 9s, I guess whatever you call it. That's not a 9; it's a 2, right? 2 spot.
Okay.
And you do a bracket fights with all those.
What I think what you're talking about could be done better in the videos nobody's watching. When I do the scores. Because I don't actually score them. Obviously, you guys know I just go, okay, there's 1, 5, taking out the 10, so forth and so on. But the reason what I'm writing down are the actual scores. So while something may have a certain amount of numbers that puts it in a certain place, the score for the New Mutants number 39 would have been, 30 plus 27 is 57, and that would be 67, 73, right?
I just want to do a week of bracket fights.
And if I did that, week of bracket fights.
It's March 16. Sweet 16, we could do the bracket fights of the number 2s.
Okay, I'll try to do that. When I'm going through the countdown and such. But there you go. Anywho.
Well, I mean, eventually you're going to run out of stuff, material eventually, right? You think you're going to start overlapping? So if you wanted to...
We never have to overlap again. We never have to visit the same comic book title twice. We never have to visit the same anything. And if we do it right, we never have to see a cover twice. Because
are you going to have...
we have millions of comics out there to look at.
Yeah, so you're alone at the auction.
Calling all co-hosts. I won't be at the auction this week. You need conversation, please. Yes, it will help. It will definitely help. Yeah. So if anybody wants to hang out and be a part of the conversation there,
I think your daughter should hang out at the auction.
I don't think she's got a camera. I would love for me and Ashley to talk. That would be awesome. England, did you see some release pics for MK2? I have not. Oh yeah, I did. Carl Urban is Johnny. Yeah.
I mean, cameras and microphones aren't really that expensive.
No, they're not.
No, they're really a lot affordable. What they used to be back in the early 2000s, they were like hundreds of dollars.
Oof.
So
after the auction, Sunday is going to be the Joker. Which I decided are going to be Golden Age Joker. We're just going to do Golden Age. That's all. The Joker, it has the most covers I have gathered than any other character so far.
So are we going to have season bracket fights? Like season against other seasons? Like the 10?
Yeah. Coming in season 16, we'll have every book that won is going to get a bracket fight. So
joking in the hotel NCAA tournament Thursday at noon. Be gone, which pretty much through Sunday nights.
All righty.
Yeah.
MK, if you can jump on. Anybody with a good conversation skills, come on in.
We want Evil Black Cat. The guy doesn't talk.
He never he doesn't. Yeah. I would like Dom to jump in and let's talk comics, you know.
Hey, I don't know.
Sometimes Dom jumps in and he's quiet too. But I would like, you know.
He might be working or something. Who knows? Golden Age Joker should be great. Yeah.
But I'll do an unboxing, a full unboxing tomorrow. Let me stop sharing this. Just a little.
I'm turning, guys.
Okay, you have a good night.
What are you turning into?
A pumpkin, I guess. I'm not sure.
But just a preview. I showed this one off, and these two already made it in. But I figure I would show them off officially.
Ooh, wavy. I like this.
I know. I just noticed. I'm
at the car lot.
Yeah. But I got some astonishing tales starring Deathlock the Demolisher. There we go.
I love this.
Doc Savage from the Bronze Age, issue number 6. From Bongo Comics. Bongo Superheroes, starring Radioactive Man.
Bongo.
And then we have Logan's Run, issue number 1.
Oh my gosh. So Rob and I were talking about reviewing that soon.
It's an awesome movie, by the way.
That's funny you bring up the comic book. That's awesome.
Yeah. Jingle Bell. I know it's not Christmas, but we have a Christmas book.
Hey.
And we've got the Atom.
Rager. The Deathlock's arch enemy. Lifelock.
Yeah. So that's just a handful of the comics. I'm going to do an unboxing probably tomorrow sometime. So, yeah, join us. All right.
Join us.
But, yeah, there's a lot of Bronze Age. So, good stuff. Good stuff, cheap, too.
I got to tell you, whenever people bring up, like, the Bronze Age and Copper Age, I'm like, we just go silver into modern. Because I just lump them all as, like, that's everything after silver, and then we get to the modern.
Right. I think it's weird that people call, like, 80s modern age, and no, that's 40 years ago.
They're calling any early 2000s modern age.
Yeah, that's not it. If it's 20 something years ago, it's not modern.
Have we come up with a name for the early 2000s?
Nobody wants to come up with it. It's always an argument now because the internet.
It's not planned anymore.
By the time it got out there, it didn't have internet. People called it was done. Now it's like, no, we should call it this. Oh, shut the fuck up, internet.
Internet.
Modern age, if you ever call modern age, it should be within the last 10 years. Tops.
Done. I like that you're on the internet telling the internet to be quiet.
Yeah, exactly. Because the rest of except for this channel, everybody who watches it, the internet is stupid. Yes. All righty, guys. That being said, we're making this run on into 3 hours. So thank you very much for hanging out with us. Don't forget to show up tomorrow, 10:30 for the bracket fights. And as always, oh, you know what? Also, I think maybe if I've got the time, around 2, 3-ish, I might do an afternoon kind of dollar store auction. So
if you guys want more chill streams, let us know. I saw the other one's almost close to 200 compared to some of the other stuff. I was like, wow, a 4-hour stream got like almost 200.
It's because one of the things we've lost is the personalities, where we're just talking and we're enjoying everybody's company and everything. Yeah. All righty, kids. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and have a good night.
Have a good night, guys. See you tomorrow.